Got it. Sorry. I was trying to, wow, delete some recordings. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Is anybody in here? Um, I made it just on time. Well, I went to go hit live and it said, basically, because like with StreamYard, my hair always looks all weird. Because my hoodie, but with StreamYard, it'll, well, I think I have the pro, like, or I pay for my StreamYard. Um, so you get so much like free recording or whatever. So it records it so you could download your like past live streams, but it only holds up to like 50 hours. And it was like, oh, you're out of space. So I had to delete some stuff. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Mez, what's up? Is anybody here? Joy's mom, Jackie S. Gaily Gale Galester. I feel like I don't, man, I don't say it like I used to, Gail. I feel like I forget how I used to say it. Jackie S, did you see my email? Because you were one of the giveaway winners from like a couple months ago. Um, I'm not sure if you got my email because I emailed you like a couple days ago, and then you emailed me, which is how crazy. Like, just emailed me something totally different, and so I don't know if you got that, but check it out because you won the merch giveaway. And then I have for the members, and I have a new members giveaway going on with Mez's. I should have brought the. Gosh, I meant to bring the tumbler. Maybe I'll go down when I start playing a video. A tumbler that she makes. So she's gonna do one with the one of my channel's logos for like a giveaway. So I have that for in the community post for members to fill out the form to enter. So they're so cool. I'll bring it up when I start one of the videos, guys. Hey Mark, what's up? Oh, really? I like Adele. Cool, Chelsea Lynn. I'll have to check it out. Hey Matt. Cement shoes. Wow. Where have you been? Nice to see you. Oh, nice. Thanks, Deborah. Connecticut. Oh. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah. Well, the tumbler. Okay, so the tumbler I'll show you isn't the one that you guys will have like a different design. She made me one with like Jerry bears because I'm a bit of a deadhead, but it's so colorful. So we figured we could have her make like either this logo or like the Zeke and Justice one, or like you guys could pick. And then there's one more logo. There's three, and then maybe you could pick the colors. They're so cool. I'll bring it up, guys, and show you. Gaily Galester. No, don't I say Gaily Gale Galester? How is Diana in the house today? I hope she makes it. I know she's been having like a lot of the after effects from COVID too, so she said she's just not feeling too good. Oh, you guys, okay, announcement real quick. The live with Dr. Amy Salerno is gonna have to be postponed because she's sick right now. Not COVID, she's got like bronchitis. She sounds so bad, like her voice, like you could tell. But so we got to postpone it and reschedule it. So it was Saturday, but so sorry guys, we'll get to it when she feels better. So everybody say a little prayer for her. Who else do we have in the house? Oh, I'll bring Zeke up. Yes, I will when I go get. What was I going to get? Oh, the tumbler. When I bring the tumbler, I'll bring Zeke. Hey, Aussie True Crime, Maria Nelson. All right, Casey, Tamara. So we're gonna do. Hey, Catherine. There's still more videos coming up on this case where I'm slowly uploading them, and then we'll slowly do live listenings after I get them uploaded. But so we're gonna do the Alex, Tylee, and as long as I'm still energized and feel like going, I'm going to do the Melanie. Because that's not long at all when Melanie and Ian are given the subpoena. So, thanks, Mildred Pierce. So, Sunshine in My Heart. So, which one should we do first? I'm thinking. Hold on, let me think. What would be the best to listen to? Tylee's or Alex's? Maybe we'll do Tylee's first because it's a little bit shorter. What do you think? Do hers and then do Alex's. Hey, Robin. Yeah, maybe I'll do it like that. Hey, Abigail Rose. Christy, beautiful mess. Oh, that's so sweet, Aussie. All right, so DC Bebos. All right, yeah. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys before I started, but I can't think. Hey, Randy Tex 25. Yes, I love my Zeke. Okay. So let's do Tylee's, which is, I think this is this one. All right. We'll probably, I don't know. Do you guys think, should I skip 4 when she just, because there are some parts where she like sings a little bit and like different parts where, might be worth watching, but I don't know if it'll be hard if I skip through to make sure. I don't know. I'll play it right now, and then maybe, the parts nobody's going on, I could say hi to people when nothing's going on here. Let's just do it that way. Does she have like a jewelry around her ankle? What do you call it? Or what do you call that? Where you anklet or something? Or is that a tattoo? But what does she have around her ankle? I don't know why I just noticed that. Oh yeah, Cement Shoes. We watched that. Zulema, hold on a second. No, hold on, I'll talk about it in a minute. Look, she's cracking everything. Her toes, her fingers. Do you guys crack your toes? I do sometimes. I can't get the big toe. My big toe never. Oh, I feel like I have before, but it's like once in a great while. Gosh, it's probably been like I don't even know the last time I was able to do the big toe, but my little toes will crack. Do you guys? I haven't done it forever, but I have. Like my toenails. Why do I say toenails? Toes. Wow. I was actually watching this video where this chiropractor was cracking somebody's ears. Like he was pulling on them to like crack them. Have you guys seen that? Like what? It's like he like pulls it away from the head and it like makes like a cracking noise. This is weird. It's weird. Hey Mildred Pierce. Tennessee, what's up? Nice. What I was gonna say, Cement Shoes, is Zulema basically said that, let me just mute it for a minute, that we watched that, and I think it was the last time I think we watched hers, or maybe the first time, I forget which one. This is the third listening thing we've had. But yeah, she said that the day after their wedding, that night, he laid down this plastic thing and rubbed oil, like we gave her a massage, and she basically had trouble getting up. Like she couldn't wake up. She was having trouble like actually waking up. And so she was basically insinuating in a way like, maybe he did something. Did he drug her? Did he give her something? Something that made her like feel like all like she couldn't wake up when he was giving her the massage. Then afterwards, she just felt so relaxed and stuff. So I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about, Cement Shoes, but yeah. Did you hear something else? I think she knows there's a camera. Because kids, they might not realize that they're being taped in a police station. Okay, so that she is cool. Girl next door, what's up? Helen Vera, Batman. Is Kaz here too? Kaz is in the house. Kaz and Batman. I feel like you guys make a good team. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think she knows. I'm sure Lori's aware, but like, well, she is what, 18? I don't know. I mean, somebody like kids wouldn't know. I feel like as much as adults that, you know, at the police station you're gonna be taped. Like there's videos in probably most of the rooms. So I don't think she does know, to be honest. I just wonder what it looks like, unless if it's really obvious looking. You know how sometimes cameras could be, you know, in a spot where they stick out, you could tell, and sometimes they're not. Gaily, I don't know where 14 Asterisk is. I'll have to keep my eye open. Hey, Scout Inquirer. Keep your eye open for 14 Asterisk. I just wonder, like, what... Okay, so the one that I'm in the process of uploading is the one with Adam, which I'll have uploaded by tomorrow. I wish, depending on how late this live runs, I might just finish it tonight. But because I want to add, like, you know, because it's just audio, so I like to add pictures and videos, so there's something visually to look at when you're listening. But so he thinks that Tylee was not in on it, but like she knew the plan too, kind of, the way he was talking. If you guys have heard the Adam's interview, his phone, I don't know if you could consider it an interview, I guess, with the law enforcement. But we'll do a listening thing without, you know, that too after. Maybe that'll be my next live. But he says there are 3, like Tylee, Lori, and who else? Wait, who's the 3? Oh, Alex. He's like, yeah, they're probably all 3. He's like, basically he says, you might be able to break Tylee. Like, Tylee knows, but, you know, they're all in on it. They're all not gonna, so you might be able to break her, like, basically to get her to tell what happened with Charles. So it's an interesting conversation. So I just wonder, does she know it was a plan? Or was she just naive in the whole thing and didn't know? How much did she know? I don't know. I really don't. I would hope that she didn't know. But that's one of people's theories. If she did know, that could be motive, like that she was threatening, like she was having guilt about it and wanted to come and tell the truth. This is just somebody's theory. Actually, Randy, I remember Randy had this theory, and I think other people have probably thought about it too, that maybe that's why, because she knew what happened really, and she maybe like was telling her mom, like, I can't keep this anymore, you know, I got to be honest. Like, maybe the guilt was eating her up, because she's, you know, younger. The innocence is probably just like, no, I can't lie about that. So maybe she threatened to go to the cops, and her mom, to shut her up, you know, did that. I mean, I don't know. There was just something Randy had brought to my attention on a motive for them getting rid of her. What do you guys think about that? Oh, thanks, Angela. And Batman, thanks for your one. I meant that right when I was going live, I saw yours. Thank you for your super chat, and thank you, Angela. She's humming it to me. Oh, is that? Oh, thanks, Angela. Is that what that is? I love Shrek. I've only seen, though, I don't know how many they've came out with. I've only seen, I think, the first one. Is there more than one? I liked it, though. Yeah, yes. But I wonder, she was so young when that happened. Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bakey. Oh my God, I love that name. That's too funny. How could I say that without laughing, saying that name? Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bakey. Anyway, man, that's sidetracked. Wait, I think Tylee knew the fan and Lori said the Melanie G that Tylee is a zombie. Yeah, not me, Mom. Zav, remember as well that Lori had Tylee lie about her father, S.A. Yeah, okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Do you? I'm trying to think. Do you think she was so young that? You know how you could create like false memories? Was Lori trying to convince her that it did happen? Or do you think she was aware that, no, this is a lie? Like, how was it propositioned? Like, how was it brought to Tylee to lie? Was it like trying to almost convince her that it did happen? Like Lori trying to convince her? Or was it, no, you're going to lie and say this? You know what I'm saying? So wonder if how much she started to think that that really happened. I wonder. Because then, you know, you could create false memories too. So, I mean, I don't know. With her being so young when that happened with her dad. Who knows? Uh-huh. Carrie. I like Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bacon. Oh my God. You guys, everybody in the live chat, just say that out loud wherever you're at. And like, if it doesn't make you just laugh when you say that. But you have to actually say it out loud. I don't know. Okay, so as far back as birth. Yes. And, you know, manipulators are good. I mean, they're usually, if they're good, and a lot of power behind something like that, you know? Especially, you know, Lori could start working on her kids when they're little. And like, I mean, how powerful is that as they're brought up with this manipulation? I mean, it's probably hard to like break out of that and realize what the truth is. That's true, Jackie. Let's just say, yes, hon. Also a Mona song. I think she may have been trying to convince herself it's not real what's happened. Hence there. Oh, thanks, Angel, for the super chat. Very good observation or good thought, huh? Didn't even think about it like that. Wow. Oh, thanks, Pauline. Yeah. And yes, Renee, I agree, yeah. And no, I know Joy's mom, they're so not soundproof. It's crazy. And you would think like having something like important at a police station that they would be, but I guess not. Oh, it's been a while. I like those movies. It's been a while, and I don't remember that. Okay, type Wakey Wakey Eggs and Baked Michael Madsen into YouTube, and you'll see why I'm... Okay. I'll do it right now. I am Wakey Wakey Eggs. Oh, it comes up like you don't even have to finish taping it. Wait, what is it, Michael? Well, there's like a video, but I won't be able to hear it because it's on the same audio as this, so I'll have to wait. I'm gonna play it. So it says videos of wakey 80s and bakey Michael Madsen. Huh. Alright, I probably could skip through some of this. I'll just use this time to say hi to you guys. Let's see, who else is in here? Trevor. Hey, Trevor. Is it Lori or Fathead? Chad Dave Alvin charges killing of JJ and Tylee. Both of them with that. Now, with Tammy's death, it was only Chad. But with... Oh, wait. No. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going back to what I'm saying. I'm just thinking of something else. I meant of the other charges. I should look that up with all the charges. But they're both in connection with like what happened to the kids, and then with Charles's death, it's just Lori. I mean, Chad's not charged with Charles's, but and Tammy's, it's just Chad, right? I think I said that right, guys. Hopefully, I said it right. Oh, did I say Charles? Are you talking to me? We're talking about Tylee and SA. That's her dad, Joseph Ryan. But did I say that on accident, or are you talking to somebody else? Hey, Kara. Hey, Bridget. Okay, so I might skip forward here a little bit. Hey, Holden Tudix. Hey, Keklo, what's up? Shiny Catcher, what's up? Okay, let's see. Did I say hi to Awakened Thart? Alright, let's see if I could skip a little bit when there's nothing going on. Oh, wait. Wait, how did that... Hold on. I was like, it just skipped real fast. I was like, it just popped... Her head just popped up. Yeah, so Chad and Lori both are, but then for Tammy, and it sucks because they were all, Lori was a part of the death of Tammy's planning, and Chad was a part of Charles's because it was Chad's, I think it was all really Chad's fault. No, I don't want to say Chad's fault. It was a huge part on Chad because Chad's the one that said the whole Ned Schneider, and then who was the other one? I didn't realize they got rid of Ned Schneider until Melanie Gibb's interview, where they got rid of Ned Schneider's demon or evil spirit that was inside Charles's body. And then another one came. What was the other spirit's name, or the other demon or whatever? Zombie, I don't even know. I forget the other name. So, I know, Tylee had no idea. I mean, she totally trusted her mom. Would probably never... Oh, thanks, man. I know, Kara. It's... No, yeah, no. I didn't mean like that Lori was innocent, but what I'm saying is Chad had just as big Chad had a part in Charles's death too, because he's the one that gave them that idea about the whole freaking Charles's body being taken over by this evil spirit, and also because the affair, and so yeah, it's probably just hard to pin and to prove that Lori was a part of Tammy's, and that, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably hard to prove that. So even though they know she's kind of a part of it, but to actually charge her, it was probably would be too hard, maybe. But hopefully we get the conviction, you know, where she goes to prison forever anyway. Hopefully. Oh yeah, Heidi Smith. So why do you think somebody else's DNA is going to be on the bat? I didn't even think about that. That's a good question. I wonder if they ever checked that. I wonder if it was just because they were trying to get rid of it, like trying to be able to cover, like get rid of it where they could hide it better. I don't know. And also because that maybe because when they tried to burn her, maybe since they got rid of her first, they thought that it would be easier to burn a body. And when they tried with Tylee's and it failed because they tried to burn it on a, you know, burn her on a campfire, it didn't work. So now they had this mess, you know, to clean up. So they just dismembered her to be able to get rid of her and, like, you know what I'm saying? So they're less likely to be found. And then with JJ, they realized they didn't try to burn him because they realized you can't burn a body on a campfire. So maybe that's why. I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of. So I don't think it was any like worse like thoughts on her than on JJ. I just think it was just trying to cover it up, in my opinion. And they thought, oh yeah, we could just burn them on the, and you know, like on a fire you'd have in your backyard, which is not going to work. You need like high temperatures to, and like it just wouldn't be as easy as they thought, I feel like. And they realized it with Tylee, is my opinion. Or yeah, I guess some people believe it was a sacrifice. Yeah, some people do believe that too. I don't know. I think it could be a little bit of both, but I don't know. I think it was out of, you know, trying to get rid of it mostly. But yeah, maybe. But why would they need to dismember her to have a sacrifice, though? To have a ceremony? Would that be like the burning? Maybe they're like, oh, I don't know, these crazy people, who freaking knows? They're sick. They're sick. Yeah, you would think reality. Oh, hey, Beth McKee. Yay, I'm glad you're here. I think this is 2 weeks prior to Tylee's death. So sad. She was a beautiful girl. Much love. Well, this is August 11th. So this was the day Charles was shot. And she was last seen. So they think that she basically died either September 8th morning or September 8th night, September 9th morning, right? If I'm remembering these dates right. It's been a while. So it's 2 months before. Is that what you said? 2 months? Yeah. 2 months before she died, man. I don't know why I'm thinking with her, it was done the morning before they buried her. Wait, though, because if they try to, I don't know. I just feel like they shot her that morning. I don't know why, because in the barn. And I know a lot of you guys think that too, because he's told Tammy that, you know, he shot a raccoon that morning. So, but I think with JJ, it was probably that night. Maybe they gave him something, like some kind of drug. I'm thinking. It's coming. I could fast forward it. Sorry. So basically you could hear them talking to Lori, and then they come in. I just didn't know. Let's see. I just figured I'd chat with you guys while we were waiting. Oh, do you mean where? Like, you probably mean like where? Is that Chandler Police Department? Maybe that's what you meant. Sorry, I bet you that is what you meant. But I will skip forward anyway. Let's see. I feel like there's a couple. There we go. Here she comes. Okay. Alright, sorry guys. It's hard to, when I have to share it this way, it's hard to, you know, go through the video. It's like to get to the spot you want. There we go. Okay, here we go.
Hi. Hi. So you have to spell your name because we're all taking guesses on how to spell it and we're not sure.
Tylee.
Okay, I was right. And what's your last name?
Ryan, Ryan.
And your birthday? And then, do you have a phone?
Yeah.
What's your phone number? Okay. So I know this is going to kind of sound like kind of a silly question because it's super broad. But can you basically tell me what happened today? And you can start at whatever place makes sense for you to kind of start and explain. And I'll probably kind of ask you questions as we go a little bit.
Okay. So I woke up probably around like 7:50, I want to say, because I heard yelling from like right outside my door. I don't even know where, but I immediately like jumped up, and I have a baseball bat because when I was living at my uncle's by myself, I just wanted something to like feel safer, and I'm not old enough to get like pepper spray or anything, so I was like, okay, I'll get a baseball bat. So I have that.
So your bedroom, you said that right outside your bedroom door, and I didn't go in the house, so I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. So what is your bedroom door open to?
My bedroom door open, so the room that my uncle was staying in, the room that's kind of like the guest room, if my room's right here, that's right there.
Okay.
And then my little brother's room, and then kitchen's kind of back here, so it's like a little hallway, and then right here is kind of where everything happened.
Okay.
Like the big, you walk in and...
Like big great room, kind of living room?
Yeah, right now it just has mirrors up because my mom wanted a dance room. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of unconventional, but...
Hey, whatever makes you happy. It's your guys' house, so...
Right. So, yeah, I immediately just jumped up and I grabbed my baseball bat and I opened the door, and it was my stepdad, you know, outside the doorway, and then my uncle kind of in the doorway, and then I could hear my mom behind him, and he was just screaming at both of them, like, I don't even know what he was saying, because honestly I was just too, like wired, I guess. So I told him to take a few steps back. I was like, you're too close, you need to step back, and he was like, don't tell me what to do, and I just kind of just stood there, and then my uncle kind of moved out of the way, and then my mom kind of went past him and into like the big room.
Okay.
Where everything happened, and so I walked with them, and then I...
So they were more in the hallway?
Yeah, they were at, like, the end of the hallway,
Okay.
basically, and so my mom walked all the way around, and he kind of followed them, and I just kind of stood. My uncle was, like, right here, and then my stepdad right here, and then me and my mom were kind of right here. And I didn't do anything with the baseball bat, I kind of just held it there, and he was getting really close to my mom, so I kind of stuck it out, like, between them, and they were both just yelling, and he was like, if you hit me with that baseball bat, you're going to go to jail, and I just kind of stood there with the baseball bat, and I didn't really say anything.
When you said they were yelling, who was yelling?
It was mostly my stepdad.
Okay.
Well, he was really the only one, like, yelling. My mom was kind of, like, responding, but I honestly couldn't tell you what they were saying. It was kind of just, like, all jumbled up in my head. And so I just kind of stuck the baseball bat out there, and then he just grabbed it and tried to take it. So I held on to the end, and then eventually I fell, and he kind of took it into his hands like he was going to do something with it, and that's when...
So when you fell, he ended up with the bat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I fell to the ground, and then my uncle kind of like, I saw him take a step back, so my uncle, I think, grabbed him and kind of took him back so he couldn't like do anything.
You saw your stepdad like take a step back?
Take a step back, because he was really close
Okay.
to begin with, and then and so my mom said to go with JJ, and so I ran out the door, and then I kind of just stood there with my little brother. He was in the front seat of the car, and so I just kind of opened the door and just stood there, and like, he was trying to get out, and I was like, no, we have to stay. We have to stay in. And I was like, oh, like, I told him, like, do you want to go in the Jeep? And then he was like, no, and then I realized that my car was blocked in, so I couldn't anyways. I was like, okay, like, just stay here, and then eventually my mom came out, and then we left from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened inside of the house? Has your mom kind of explained it all to you?
I just kind of asked her, like, because I heard a noise, which I know what it was now, but it sounded like, because I knew that the basement I was in there, it sounded like someone, like, took it and hit it really hard against the floor.
Okay.
And so I was kind of like, Al's okay, right? Because that's my uncle. So I just wanted to make sure that, like, my stepdad didn't do anything to my uncle and stuff. And so she was like, no, like, Al's fine. Like, we're just going to take JJ to school. And I was like, okay. So I just got in the car. And then we went to Burger King because my little brother wanted breakfast, which was chicken fries for some reason.
Okay. I do dinner for breakfast all the time.
Breakfast for dinner and dinner for breakfast.
So, to kind of back up a little bit, so you had talked about your stepdad, when you put the bat out, your stepdad was coming towards your mom. Can you describe to me a little bit better kind of what was going on there? Like, is there a reason you put the bat up?
Yeah, he was walking towards my mom, and I just didn't want him to do anything, so I kind of just stuck out the bat. Like, my mom was right beside me, and he was right there, so it wasn't, like, between them.
Okay.
It was kind of just, like, I just stuck it out to be, like, keep your distance, kind of.
When you say you didn't want him to do anything, what did you think he was going to do?
Hit her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, for the most part, been pretty, like, mundane, but there have been a few, like, violent times with him when I was really scared that he was going to hit me or hit my mom, like, just because everything was kind of crazy. Me and him have always kind of not gotten along, like, just since I was little, and so there have been a few times that we've gotten in fights and stuff like that, and so, so I'm just kind of always scared of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so that happened, and he grabbed the bat from you. So kind of tell me that again real quick.
So I kind of stuck it out, and this is when he was like, if you hit me with that baseball bat, you're going to jail, and I didn't say anything, because I'm like, okay. And so I'm holding it by, like, the end of the bat, like, the place where you hold it, and so he kind of took it, and I kind of, like, lunged forward and kind of lost, like, my footing. And so my mom was like, just let go, and so, I kind of, like, slipped and I fell, kind of on, like, my side.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from that, my mom said to go to the car, so I just got up and ran out the door.
Okay, did you see, when you fell towards your side, did you see what he did with the bat?
No, I wasn't really looking in that direction, because from where I fell, the door was kind of more in my line of vision, because I fell looking this way and the door was, like, right there, so I didn't look back.
So he was he was at a different line of sight than what you were looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point you saw him kind of take a step back, and from what you're saying, and tell me if I'm wrong or not, you didn't necessarily see your uncle pulling back, but it seems like that maybe...
It seems like he wouldn't have taken a step back on his own, so it's more of an assumption than anything. I didn't see him physically take him back.
And does that make sense based on where your uncle was at that time?
Yeah, he was behind him, because he wasn't on this side with me and my mom, so he was behind him.
Okay.
Because that's kind of just the order where everyone walked out.
And when that happened and then your mom told you to go, did you see what happened with your stepdad and uncle?
No.
Okay. And then, once you went outside with your brother, you never came back inside.
Oh, I went to go get my mom's purse
Okay.
from inside so that we could have, like, her wallet and everything, but this was all happening, like I said, like, in the bigger room right here, and so I went through the garage door, and so the garage door is right here, and then there's, like, a little hallway, and then this is kind of where everything is, and then this is my mom's room.
Okay.
So when I went in, I kind of, like, just tuned everything out, ran to my mom's closet, ran back, so I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything.
When did you go back in and get her purse?
After my mom came out.
Okay. So after you heard that loud noise?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you heard the loud noise, was your mom outside or inside?
I'm trying to think. I think she was inside when it happened and the door opened, like, immediately after.
Okay. So very quickly after the door opened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't, like, a long period of time, because I remember not, like, thinking about it for that long, and if my mom hadn't come out immediately, I would have, been thinking about it for a lot longer than I had.
So, obviously I don't know, like, your mom and stepdad and uncle, like you do, I don't. So, can you tell me kind of where the three of them were at, kind of emotionally, and how they were behaving when all this was happening?
When all this was happening, or, like, before?
When all this was happening. So, like, when you came out of your room and he took the bat from you, and...
Yeah, so my stepdad was, like, he was, like, I don't even know how to explain it. He honestly just looked like kind of a crazy person.
Okay.
Like, screaming, and, like, his face was beet red. He just looked, like, really mad. I remember when he took the bat from me, I saw his face for, like, a split second, and I honestly, like, it didn't even look like him. He just looked like pure, like, rage. Like, he was just seeing red. So, I haven't really seen him, like, all the way like that before. That's, like, the craziest I've ever seen him. And then my uncle was kind of calm. Like, not super calm, obviously. It was, like, a stressful situation. But he's, like, I don't know, he was kind of just standing there in the doorway, kind of just being protective of my mom. But he wasn't yelling or really saying anything. Okay. And my mom was just kind of, he was yelling and my mom was kind of just, like, talking. Okay. So, yeah.
But you don't remember, if you do, like, what your mom was saying at all, or what he was mad about?
No, not really. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
Honestly, like,
We're talking about something that probably happened over 2 seconds of time. So.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like 2 seconds and 40 minutes at the same time. Yeah. So, I don't remember what they were really saying. I just kind of heard yelling over everything. I don't know. I kind of just do that whenever things are, like, really loud. I kind of just, like, tune what people are saying out, because, I don't know, just yelling isn't fun, obviously, for a kid to hear. And with my biological dad, I always heard him, like, screaming and stuff, so I kind of just learned how to, like, tune it out. So
when you woke up to yelling, and you had said you weren't sure what they were actually saying, did you know who was yelling when you heard the yelling?
Yeah, I knew it was my stepdad. Well, at first I kind of didn't. Like, when you first wake up, you're kind of disoriented. And then I remembered that my stepdad was, like, coming in to take my little brother to school today, so I immediately, like, knew it was him. And then my uncle I knew was staying, so I knew that was him. And then my mom, obviously, I knew that was her. Yeah. And then,
so you stepped out of your room and you took the bat with you. Is there a reason why you took the bat with you?
Honestly, I think that was kind of just, like, first instinct. Like, obviously, I didn't ever hit him with the bat or anything like that. It was kind of just for, like, security, I guess, to know that I had it. I didn't do anything with it. In hindsight, I probably just shouldn't have brought it out at all because it caused more trouble. But it was kind of just first instinct, and it was right by my bed. So I kind of just, like, jumped up and grabbed it.
So I'm trying not to put like words in your mouth and
No,
stuff.
you're good.
So was there something in particular that you were concerned about that you would have taken the bat with you?
Only if he had been violent towards, like, me or my mom.
I'm assuming you're talking about your stepdad?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to take the bat and, like, do something with it. It was kind of just like, I need something in my hands to, like, feel safer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So my kind of second dumb question is, and I don't know that there necessarily is, but I always kind of want to make sure, is there anything that, you know, we didn't talk about or I didn't ask you about or anything that you think is important or anything that I should know? Because it's harder for you because you were there, and so I'm asking questions about something I didn't even see. So I just want to make sure, like, I didn't miss something or anything that you think I should know about.
That was pretty much it.
Okay. And if you think of something, you know, in 5 minutes and tomorrow or whatever else, we can always talk again. It's totally fine. So, I talked to your mom about, we have some victim services people that work here. They're not cops. They're really good at what they do. So I really want your mom to talk to them, because I think it would be good that your mom has, and you guys have some, maybe kind of some extra support if you need anything, kind of go moving on. So I'm going to check in with your mom real quick, and if she's good to go, then I'm going to introduce one of them to you guys. That way you guys can talk before I take you guys back. Okay? Sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me at all?
No,
Okay. If you do, let me know, okay? Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty much about it. Let's just... Wait, now, did you see that little smile? Wait, hold on a second. I want to see that.
Okay.
No, maybe not. Okay. What do you guys think? All right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. I think their plan was to make him like kind of snap or make him angry so they could kind of like have the situation, you know? So yeah, okay. So let me just fast forward some of this. I mean, I know there's no more really interview, but I want to see if there's anything interesting that she does or... I guess, I mean, we can't blame her, but gosh, you know, I believe she definitely lied on a lot of this stuff. Not a lot of it, but on some of the stuff she just said. Humming again. Oh, thanks, Batman. It's the Disney Hawaii song? Okay, I didn't know that. All Disney songs, huh? Or all like, you know. Yeah, that'd be Disney. Shrek's Disney too. All right. Wait, where'd she go? So we'll see. Now, listening to Alex's, there's a lot of parts where they must have not got their stories straight between Alex and Lori. More Al and Tylee, but more. I'll stop it as we're listening to Alex's, but parts where it's just like, wow, they should have got their story a little bit more clear.
Hi.
Do you want to come be with your mom?
Sure.
It's cold.
So that's about it, guys. It is it. Okay. All right. So that's that one. Let me.
Can we just bring the keys to you here?
That'd be perfect.
How about, do you want me to bring the van around? Are you walking all right?
All right. So, oh, good, Darcy. It'll be your first. Okay. We'll have to skip some parts of that because there's a lot of downtimes with Alex's too, but his interview is actually longer than this though. So yeah, when she described Charles, I feel like she was lying about that, like about him being like, oh, he was like seeing red. He was so angry. He was in pure rage. I think that was coached to say that because I don't think Charles was like that. Like just from everything that we've heard, I feel like that was exaggerated, that they probably did instigate him to kind of make him a little upset. They probably started this fight to kind of get him worked up, Charles, but I don't think it was them, you know, really. Obviously, if Tylee was there, she should have saw the instigation, right? And also, I don't think Charles got to that point where he was like in pure rage, where he was seeing red and he was just like that. I think she was exaggerating. I think she was lying on that part, which is sad. And I just wonder if she was starting to feel guilty, you know, being, you know, innocent like she is, starting to feel guilty and having second thoughts and going to her mom and saying, Mom, you know, I don't feel right with what I said. I want to, you know, tell the truth or whatever. And if that was one of the reasons that they got rid of her, I don't know. Because I think there was a couple reasons for, you know, the murders, even with Charles. I think, Charles was about to tell Tammy about the affair. Did he? Somebody commented, did he actually send an email? Did he actually make contact with Tammy before he died? I don't know, but he was threatening to. So they knew they had to get rid of him before he busted Chad and Lori. So he did get the messages sent. I don't know if we know for sure. Do we see, like, is there like documents? I haven't seen that, like actual emails that he actually really sent to Tammy, like that he got him to her before she died. I don't know. And then also, so then Chad and Lori could get married, you know, so both of their spouses died. That's another thing. And what else? And they probably did somewhat believe in this zombie thing. I don't know. I don't know how far. I feel like Chad. This is why. Because I feel like Chad knew what he's doing. Chad, for sure, knew he was lying about the zombies. You know what I'm saying? But there's a possibility. Lori's a little crazy, I feel like. So there is a possibility, not insane, but just, you know, her beliefs are a little crazy. So there's a possibility that Lori did kind of believe Chad's, like, beliefs and what Chad was saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's an excuse, but I'm saying Chad was the one making up all these lies. So I feel like he really knew he was lying, right? What do you guys think? I feel like I know I've talked about this for the last couple years, you know, on videos, whether I believe that, did she really believe it or didn't she? I don't think like 100%, but I think like partly that she believed that maybe Chad had visions and he had this power. I do. I feel like I feel like she has this crazy belief system. Now, is she insane? No. Does she know right from wrong? Yes. Does that give her an excuse? No, not in my opinion. No way. But I do believe that she did believe in these crazy thoughts. That's all. But Chad's the one. I don't believe Chad did. I mean, Chad was using these lies to be able to get what he wants, to get these women, and I don't think he really thought that he was having these visions. I think that he realized he was making up all this stuff, So, okay. So let's get to hey, Lisa Lee. Was she sober? I don't know. I'm not sure if they did anything like as far as drugs. Is that what you mean, like Lori and I don't think like it was like drug induced craziness, like or drug induced the beliefs. No, I think it's just I feel like her whole life like was just she's different, like the way her her beliefs and stuff. Well, thanks. Cool. All right, so let's get to we're gonna do Alex's now. So wait, is that Kim 120? Your name. So Kim 121 Posh. Is it like Paws or Posh? Is it like have anything to do with like Paws like dog, or is it just Posh? I'm sorry. I'm always curious when I read names like where they come from. The creativity of some of them. Okay, so let's get Alex's up here. And then all right, here's Alex's. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that there was any drugs involved. I wouldn't be surprised with anything with this case. Like, nothing can surprise me now. It's just been so crazy. Okay. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's probably has something to do with dogs. It's probably Paul's is what that is, but I just wanted to make sure. Nice. Aw, where are you at? If you're in Ohio, shoot, I'll take Zeke to you. Oh, you probably have the best job in the world. You get to see little. Oh, your customers are dogs. Like you can't get no better than that. I know there are probably some mean ones, but like you probably don't take the aggressive ones. Or no, I guess they all need groomed, right? They give like don't like the aggressive ones. You'll have like one of those little muzzles, or is that what you call it? If they're more like aggressive. Yeah, I know, Dark Sea. All right, so I'll skip forward. Sorry, I just wanted to chat. Well, yeah, it is. It is. But didn't the zombie and the visions go hand in hand? Because he was like his powers, his gift was to be able to tell this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that wouldn't be considered visions, but it's like, I don't know why I just grouped that all kind of together that he had, like, this is his gift. He knows who's the zombies and, the visions. I guess, yeah, visions would be like more seeing the future. So I guess it is kind of a little bit different, but,
Yep, I think it's over here. Every time I'm here, something changes in this place. Do you need to use the restroom or anything?
I'm good right now.
Do you? Okay. I'll have you put your sunglasses here. Just something fixed up. In fact, I'll have you sit over here.
Sure.
this makes me so mad that he made him sit over here. I wish.
Yeah.
Let me just do it real quick, just so I could. I wish he would have kept him on that side so we could see his face better. Or like, I wish the camera was a little bit lower. But yeah, just sit over here where we could just see the back of your head when he was just going over there where we could actually have seen his face a little bit better, Zulema was sitting on that side of the table and so was Jason. Wow. So why? I don't get why they had Alex sit on that side, But all right, I'm going to shut up now.
It's starting. How does it feel right now?
A little sore, but not bad.
Okay. Any headaches you have at all right now?
No? A little bit.
Just a little bit? Okay. You're not feeling nauseous or anything?
A little, but not bad.
Okay. Do you want me to call paramedics? Check you out, or?
No, I think it's more adrenaline than anything.
Gotcha. Do you have any medical issues that might be underlying that?
Yeah, I'm slightly overweight.
Yeah. Okay. Well, join the club. Other than that, high blood pressure or anything, or? A little
think none of
medication
that-
that
no,
you need to have?
No, just,
Okay.
it was a little high in my last physical, but not,
Oh, okay.
nothing major, no medication or anything like that.
Groovy, okay.
Okay, Rob, if you don't mind hanging tight, do you need another water or are you good? Oh, you got one?
I got an extra.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh. I'll be right back, Rob.
Yep, all right. I sit a lot when I type, sitting in the car, driving around. It's like
Yeah.
I want to stand a lot of times, but sometimes it's just too hard to write and stand.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's fine. No, we're right here. I'm all set, Rob,
Okay.
if you're good.
Yep, I'm good. The only thing is what he was using to
Okay.
clean his head. Other than that, this is all his property.
Okay.
I did call a Navy tech to have that.
Photograph, you did?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
If you could have, call one for
Yep,
the
I'll do
interview
that
room
right now.
downstairs, thank you.
bet. Are we still on top?
I think they were gonna clear it, but I had my radio off. All right, Alexander, my name's Nate Moffitt, I'm the detective at the police department.
All right.
I wanted to walk through what
Yes.
happened today. Let me just write a couple things down. So, are you still living out on
Yeah.
Cherie Street?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you working right now?
I'm off this week.
Okay. Where do you work at? What do you do for them?
I drive a truck. Mostly hauling has waste.
Okay. What's the cell phone number for you? Okay. What about Soch? Okay, I have very little understanding or knowledge of what happened. Patrol kind of, Rob, or the officer that talked to you out there, it kind of turns into the phone game. So, you know what I mean? When they go, yeah, this is what he says, but they're kind of rambling through it real fast. And same with your sister. Your sister's name is Lori or
Yeah.
Lauren?
Lori.
Lori.
RI.
Okay. So, the big thing I want to do is just make sure that we have all the details accurate
Yeah.
and factual.
Yeah.
So, because kind of some of the information we got from Patrol didn't really match up what Lori told us
Sure.
compared to. So, walk me through what happened today.
Well, I stayed the night at my sister's.
Okay.
We were planning to go do something fun day. We hadn't really decided. I was thinking maybe I was going to take her to the range.
Okay.
Or go do something.
Okay.
I don't know, take JD to some water park or movies or whatever. So I stayed there last night, and this morning Charles showed up, and I don't know what started it.
And Charles is your brother-in-law. He and Lori are married.
Yes.
Okay.
So he showed up. He was following her and yelling. And then I got between them. And then Tylee came out with her bat. And I had separated for a minute, and then my sister had walked around me there in the living room. And then Charles was following Lori and yelling. And Tylee told him to get back. She took her bat like that and shoved him, and he took the bat away. And I said, "What are you doing?" And I got between them, and then he hit me. And I just went down, and when I got up, he was still yelling. And so I went into the bedroom where I was staying and grabbed my gun, and I came back.
Okay.
And told him to put the gun down, or the bat down. And he came at me and was saying, "What are you gonna do?" Like that, and coming to me with the bat. I said, "Put it down." He wouldn't, he came at me, so.
Okay. So, when that argument first started between Lori and Charles,
Yeah.
where in the house were they?
I don't know.
Okay. Where did you first?
I was in my bedroom.
Okay, so you were in
The
your
room I was
bedroom,
staying
and you heard the argument.
when they came right towards me.
Okay, so they were coming down the hallway towards the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, so you hear the argument, you step out, what's the first thing that you see?
Charles chasing after Lori and yelling.
Okay. Had Tylee already gotten the bat?
No.
Did he already have the bat? Okay.
No.
So Charles is coming towards Lori,
He's
they're coming
coming
your
towards
way.
Lori, and I shoved him back.
Okay.
And I said, "What are you doing?" Because he's coming at her aggressively.
Okay.
He's a big dude, so he's not gonna hurt my sister.
Okay. So he's coming at her.
Yeah.
And you shoved him back.
Yeah.
What happened right after that? And that's I'm sorry to interrupt
He
you.
got back up and he comes right to me, doesn't look at me, and continues to yell at Lori.
Okay.
So he's maybe this far away.
Are you in the hallway of the house or where are you?
Right close to the doorway of that bedroom.
Yeah, let me make a point. Did he say that yet? Where he said that they might take, where does he say he might take JJ? I was typing, so did that already pass? Because I wanted to make the same comment. Like, right there, they were taking JJ to school. JJ had school. What's he talking about to spend the day to take JJ somewhere? I forget where it was. You guys remind me. Sorry, sometimes when I'm typing, if he just said it, I just probably zoned into what I was typing. I'm not sure if he said it yet, but yeah, what the heck? So just a little thing like that. What? Okay, I'll continue.
The bedroom you were staying in?
Yes.
Okay. So you're right near the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
So then I don't remember why, he backed up, and then my sister came around behind me, and they ended up in the living room, and then while they're on the way to the living room, Tylee comes out of her bedroom, which is adjacent to the one I was staying in,
Okay,
with her bat,
okay,
yelling at Charles. Actually, she was behind Charles at first, and then she cut around in front of him in the living room.
okay. So he then went back, they went back towards the living room?
Yes,
After,
back in the
after you shoved him, did he
Yes.
fall to the ground when you shoved him?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so he falls to the ground, he gets back up, you're blocking between him and Lori.
Yes,
And he basically is talking past you, still yelling at Lori.
Yes, exactly.
What's he saying?
I don't remember.
Okay. So, as you're standing there between them, what happened right after that? Is that when Tylee came out with her bat?
No, he backed up.
Okay,
He yelled something, and then he backed up, and then Lori went by me and around me in the hallway.
Mhm.
So he backed up, I had cleared the doorway, so then she came around, and then Charles was behind her, pursuing her again aggressively.
okay,
Tylee came out, yelled at him with the bat.
okay. And are you guys in the living room then, or still in the hallway?
It starts in the hallway and then goes to the living room.
Okay,
So Tylee gets around him in the living room, he stops. Tylee goes around to the front of him, tells him to back off.
what I find it easiest to do in situations like this is to kind of draw like a rough
Yeah.
floor plan.
Sure. So we'll make this the living room. All right, and then this is the hallway,
Okay,
and then this is the kitchen. So Tyler's bedroom is here, my bedroom is here, and then the living room is here.
okay, we just put living room on there, so I know, and then you said that's kitchen,
Yep.
and then,
So the doorway's here.
okay. Is this area of the house where all of this incident was focused
Yes.
at? Okay,
Yep. And then there's another bedroom here. This is JJ's bedroom.
okay. So that you first get involved when they're down by your room?
They come all the way into she comes into the room and he comes right here and I stopped him right here.
Okay, so she came into your room?
Yeah.
Okay, so she comes into your room, he's coming at her
Yeah.
aggressively, and
Yeah.
that's when you pushed him?
Yep,
So you push him down,
yep,
and then he gets back up,
yep. And
and,
then he yells, and then he backs up,
okay,
and then Lori goes around me, goes around him, and they're still going at it,
okay,
right? And then Tylee comes out when she hears what's going on. She has her bat.
okay. Is it a metal bat?
Yeah, it's a
Plastic
little
bat?
aluminum bat.
Okay,
So she comes at him, because she's tiny, so that's like her thing. You know, she doesn't have anything, but she wants to help defend her mom.
okay.
So she comes at him, and then when
And they've already moved back
Right,
towards the
so
living
they're
room.
going this way.
Okay,
So Lori's here, Tylee's here, Charles is here, I'm here, Tylee goes at him with the bat, then he takes the bat away from her, and I step towards him and he turned around and cracked me.
is that foot injury that's
Yes.
caused on your head? Okay,
Well, there was some shoving first and I got spun around
okay,
and then popped. So I go back here, grab my gun and come back out, he's still yelling and threatening me,
okay,
and then, so I was standing here and he was there.
okay. So you're standing right there, he's right here,
He's there.
and you said, what happened when you came out with the gun?
I said, put that bat down. And he's like, what are you gonna do? It's like, you're gonna threaten me? I was like, no, I'm just gonna defend myself, so you put that bat down. And he goes, what are you gonna do it like that? And he came at me,
Okay,
and he'd already hit me in the head.
okay, so he came at you at the bat, what
Yes.
was he doing with the bat when he came at you?
It was in his right hand like this.
Okay, so he's holding it low and he's coming at
Yeah.
you? Okay. So you gave him, how many times would you say you told him to, like, put the bat down?
Once?
Once? Okay. And then he started advancing towards you?
Yes.
How many shots did you fire?
I don't know, a couple.
Okay. Were Tylee and your sister,
I didn't see him, so I don't know where
Okay.
they were.
where's JJ at during all this?
He's already out in the car.
Okay, so he's sitting out in the
Yeah,
car?
I think.
Okay. But you, as far as you think or understand, you're not sure where they were?
Correct.
He's in the corner of the living
Yeah,
room?
they were no longer in the room
Okay,
when I come back out.
okay. So they're out of the room, so
Yeah.
it's just you and him?
Yes.
And he basically comes at you with the bat,
Yeah.
you tell him to put it down,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And what'd you tell him?
I didn't say anything. he's coming at me, and I'm holding the gun.
Okay.
If you're gonna attack someone with a gun, you gotta be ready for the repercussions.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure, because
Yeah.
he basically, you had said earlier that he had the bat.
Yep.
And he asked, like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And you had already told him to put the bat down, and then he just came at you,
Yep.
and you shot him.
Yep.
Okay. And you're thinking a couple times?
It was more than one shot.
Okay. So more than one shot. What kind of gun was it?
45.
Okay. What make?
It's a Springfield XDM.
Okay. So it's an XDM 45.
Yeah.
What type of ammo were you carrying in it, do you know?
Just standard.
Like full metal jacket?
Yeah.
Target shooting? Okay.
Yeah.
So you fire a couple times.
Yep.
You don't know where they're at.
They're gone.
They're gone. What happened right after that?
Right after that, I went to the kitchen and rinsed my hands off because I had blood on the back of my head, and then I went back into the room and put the gun down and grabbed my phone, and then went back into the kitchen and called 911.
Okay. And then, did you see your sister and Tylee again? Did they come back in or not?
Not till they drove up.
Okay. Then they drove up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they drove up outside.
Gotcha. What's going on with Charles and Lori? I mean, does he live there?
No.
Okay. So where's he living now?
He lives in Houston.
Okay. For work, or are they separated, or?
Separated and for work.
Okay. So both. How long have they been
split
separated?
Up, January.
Okay. So 6 months or so, 6, 7 months.
Yeah. He's had some pretty erratic behavior since that split up.
Okay.
He came and threatened me and Tylee at my house I don't remember, in February or March or whatever.
Okay.
And there was a little confrontation mostly between Tylee and Charles.
Were the police involved in that one?
No.
Okay.
No. I was just supervising to make sure that he didn't hurt her.
Okay. So, was he working out of state before January? Or?
He always has worked out of state.
Okay, so he always works out of state. What's he do for a living?
He does annuities.
Okay. So, what was he in town for today? Does he come into town often, or?
Occasionally to see JJ.
Okay. Is he JJ and Tylee's dad?
He's JJ's dad. Well, actually, he's Charles's nephew. He's his niece's kid.
JJ is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was a meth addict, and they adopted JJ.
Okay. So they adopted JJ,
Yeah.
but Tylee is not?
Not his.
Okay.
So he would be a stepdad, I guess.
Okay, so stepdad. When's the last time he's been in town, or when's the last time you've seen him?
Last time I saw him was at my house in February, March.
Okay. Was he here last night? Did you guys have any interactions
No.
last night?
No.
Is there any history of domestic violence between Lori and Charles?
Not physically that I know
Okay. So, how old is Charles?
of. 60, maybe? I don't know.
Okay. How old's your sister?
44 or 5.
Okay.
Is it sad that I don't know?
I have to do the math every time, so don't worry about it.
It's hard enough remembering my own age.
Right. Each birthday, you're like, that didn't happen.
After 45, who cares?
Is there anything else that you could think of that I didn't ask about that I need to know right now?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Did Lori ever say, like in the last couple of days, that Charles was coming to town?
Yeah, she said he was coming to pick up JJ.
Okay. So you guys were expecting him to show up today?
Yeah.
Okay. So you knew, okay, it wasn't like he just showed up unexpectedly?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
a surprise or anything like that.
But you don't know what they were arguing or
No.
fighting about?
His behavior was a surprise, but him showing up was not a surprise.
Okay. Let me just walk you through my understanding of it to make sure that I'm accurate. You were in your room.
Yeah.
Had you even gotten up and like been out of your room this
Yeah,
morning?
brushed my teeth.
Okay. So you're in your room, you hear...
I'm just on the phone, and then I just hear them coming around the hall quick.
Had you seen Charles before, or like that morning?
No.
Okay, so
No.
you hear them arguing.
Yeah.
And
First time I see him is at the doorway.
At your doorway.
And I shove him back.
So Lori comes into your room.
Yep.
You're in your room.
Yep.
You get up at the doorway and basically get between him and Lori.
Yep.
You push Charles back.
Yep.
He probably fell down to the ground or did fall to the ground.
He stumbled back.
Okay. So he stumbles back. He comes right back up,
Yep.
and he's talking past you,
Yes.
still yelling at Lori.
Yes.
But you don't know what he was yelling at.
I don't remember.
Okay. So at some point in time, Charles backs up. Lori comes out, and they both go around you and towards the living room.
Yes.
Tylee comes out of her room with a bat.
Yeah.
And basically, they've made their way into the living room.
Yes.
So Tylee pokes her dad in the back.
In the front, in the
In the
chest.
front. Okay, so
Or stomach,
she's
yeah.
come around this
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she's come around.
So this is Tylee, and that's Charles.
Okay, so she pokes him in the bat,
Yeah.
or in the chest with the bat.
Yeah.
You know how many times about, or
Just once, and
Just
then he
once?
grabbed that. Took it
so he
away.
grabs the bat, and takes it away. You come towards him.
Yeah.
And then what happened right after that?
He shoved me and spun me around,
Okay,
and then cracked me in the back of the head.
cracked you in the back of the head. He
Yeah.
hit you one time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to your room.
I stumbled forward, yeah, and then I went back in there.
Did you fall to the ground when you got hit with the bat?
No, my head bounced.
Okay, so you go back to your room.
Yeah.
Get the gun.
Yeah.
Come back to the living room.
Yeah.
Now, Tylee and Lori are gone.
Yeah.
And
It's just me and Charles in the living room.
okay, and
Wait, didn't he just say earlier when Charles first hit him that he did fall? I swear he said that at the beginning when he was explaining it, that he did fall when Charles hit him. And now when the guy just asked him again, he said, no, he didn't fall. His head just bounced. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that later and see. I swear that's what he said. What do you guys remember? I'm not going to rewind it, but I'll go back later. All right.
and Charles, what's he doing again?
He's got the bat,
Okay,
and he's looking at me, and he's going, "Wha-" and I told him, I said, Charles, put that bat down. And he goes, what are you going to do about it?
how were you holding the gun when that happened?
Holding the
Okay,
bat
so you
up.
pointed it at him.
Yeah.
You tell him, Charles, put the gun down,
Yeah,
or put the bat down.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say?
He's like, what are you going to do about it?
Okay,
And then comes at me.
okay. And then you fire a couple times.
Yeah.
But you're not sure how many. You know it was more than one.
I'm pretty sure it was two.
Two? Okay, 2 shots. Where were you aiming on his body?
Just center.
Okay, so you're pretty sure 2 shots center mass.
Yeah.
He falls to the ground. You don't see Lori or Tylee anymore.
Correct.
You go to the kitchen, grab a rag for your head,
Yeah, toss some paper towels and wash my hands off.
and then go back to your room, put the gun down,
Yeah.
grab your phone,
Yeah.
come back to the kitchen and go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they walked me through and tried to do CPR.
Okay. Anything else that you can think of that I need to know, or that's important to this?
That's all there is.
Another good point. Another thing Tylee might be lying about then, because Tylee said she heard like something, which it could have. I mean, that makes sense that it sounded like a bat hitting the ground really hard when it was really the gunshot. So in her head, that's what she was. Well, that's what she said. She thought it was because the whole bat, but she just said one. If he fired 2 shots, that'd be 2. And then somebody said there was 4 shells and it just hit him twice. So I forget. I think there was 4 shells, wasn't it? It says 4 shots for sure. 2, we know, but maybe 4 shots. So Tylee only remembers 1 bang, which, another thing that she might be lying about. Wow. Anyway, okay.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to know. I'm gonna get a tech out here to take some photographs of you if you're okay with that.
That's fine.
So if you wanna hang tight for me, you need the restroom or anything?
I'm good.
Okay, all right, hang tight for me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go have somebody take some photographs of your head.
Yep.
This back in there. All right, I'll be right back.
Thanks.
I just want to make another remark. Another thing where Lori says that she had Alex come because she knew that Charles was upset and he was coming, so to kind of protection in a way, like, but he says, oh no, you're just coming over. No, I didn't know, I just came over to hang out for the day. So that those stories don't add up either. The reasoning for Alex being there don't add up, or they don't match. Not add up, they don't match Alex's compared to Lori's. So that's another contradiction there. What else so far? Anything else you guys pick out so far? Somebody said, I don't remember what Lori said, but somebody said that Lori only said one shot too. I don't remember if that's what she said, but I trust if, is that what you guys remember her saying? Which goes against what really happened. What else so far? I have it playing, so I'll probably have to fast forward it though. Trying to think what else. I think there's more things coming up, like I don't know. Okay, I'll continue because I can't think of anything else right now. But that's still these few things that we're picking out is enough. That's enough, like, differences in stories that the cops should have compared and been like, wait a minute. This isn't just like a mistake, like oh, they just remembered it. It's just like a little mistake that they happen to remember it wrong. Some of it's like, wait, it's deliberate. It has to be a deliberate lie for some reason, like, I don't get why they didn't catch on to this. Wait, what do you mean, Halo? Alex said it was only them two. Only who two? Can you explain what you mean? Oh no, yeah, there's charges. Yeah, they charged Lori with it now. But it wasn't because all this came out. Originally, they basically, it was self-defense. And originally they just, that's what it was going to be. But now with all this stuff that happened afterwards, they basically started investigating it again. And yeah, now there is a charge. But if it wasn't for all this other stuff, it would have went on self-defense. They wouldn't have looked at everything and I think it would have just stayed with self-defense. But because of all this other stuff, they looked into it again and they're like, okay. And yeah, now Lori is being charged with it. But it wouldn't have been like that. They were letting it go with self-defense. As far as what I understood, like, it was already basically like case closed, basically self-defense. And now they basically reopened it, or I don't know if those are the right terms. And yeah, and now they see a connection. So yeah, I really don't think they would have even looked into it again if it wasn't for all this other stuff. So okay, so what else do we got? Cops didn't know about the bullet in the floor because nobody was left there. Yeah, okay, so as far as the shots, I don't know if that would have been a huge thing, like, for them to be like, oh, they're deliberate lies. Maybe that would have been because, like, your memory, like, oh, what you heard. But I'm talking about some of the other things, like, why was Alex there? What else? There were some other things. Hold on. Between him and Lori's. Now I can't even think. What were we just saying? Shoot. Why am I drawing a blank? We were just talking about a couple of the things, and we haven't even. I wish I would have done Lori's too, but now we're, Lori's at Tylee's and Alex all on the same day, but we're, trying to remember, how her interview went, and we'll bring up some of those discrepancies too. So I don't know. I'll just wait until, because they ask more questions at the end of this too. But what did we bring up with Tylee? That's what I'm trying to think of. After Tylee, we were saying, okay, as far as her saying that Charles, she's never seen Charles like that, they wouldn't have had any way to kind of say that for sure. But now, just after knowing everything, knowing people that knew him, just knowing the whole scenario, knowing the whole story, it's most likely that Charles wasn't the one getting all, he wasn't the one in rage. It was them instigating it, But so I guess The cops wouldn't have knew that. Anyway, brother-in-law 15 years. Yeah, no emotion. That's one thing. No emotion. You're right. What else? The cops said they started looking into it. And they talked. Okay. Oh, guess an interesting point, Dark Sea. Oh yeah, the fact that nobody remembered what they were yelling about, like nobody could say, like what were they yelling about? Like what? Like, I mean, I guess it's a possible, especially Tylee. It's possible for her not to know, maybe because, it's just like she's a kid and they're just arguing. It's possible that she got used to blocking out some of the arguments. I don't know, but you think that Alex would know, or what else? Stuff and things. Once real cops from the outside precinct looked at it, they decided to correct the record. Lori never told police that Tylee went in together. Oh, she didn't, did she? I think you're right. All right, so I'm going to, thanks, Tam. Did I read? Thank you for the super chat. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Yeah, I think they totally set it up. And I think they probably instigated. They probably tried to get Charles all worked up and start a fight, pick a fight with him, just to make it kind of go along a little bit smoother for their plan to do what they did. But yeah, I definitely think it was a setup. Like they had this planned ahead of time. They knew that that they wanted to get rid of him. So, all right, I'm going to fast forward it. Yeah, that's another thing that Adam says. So, man, I wish I'm going to try to get that uploaded. So then maybe tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing the Darley. At least this weekend we could listen to the Adam, because the Adam interview is very interesting. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of things in there. But yeah, he brings up how, like, why would Alex have to? I mean, Alex lives like really close. He brings up like why did he stay there? What else? Yes, I'm 40. I turned 40 on the 11th. So what's today's this a few days ago. I'm over the hill, or isn't that what you call it, over the hill? Okay. Aww. You're sleepy? Yes, tomorrow we're going to do the transcripts. It's the Darley testimony. I'm not sure if we'll finish her testimony. It'll be part 3 of her testimony. We'll either finish it tomorrow or we'll have one more. So it's when she's up on the stand. So we're continuing that. 60? Aw. Wait. When is your birthday, Dragonfly? I feel like somebody's birthday's coming up. I don't want to miss it. Remind me, because I know a couple people have told me theirs is in October, but I hope you guys remind me if it comes up, because I feel like, oh wow, I don't want to miss it. Yeah, that's the thing. Charles wasn't. Oh really? Aw. That's awesome. Oh, August 9th. So your birthday passed not too long ago. Okay, cool. Hopefully, did we get to say happy birthday? Did we do a live around that time? Hopefully we got to wish you happy birthday when it was calling funeral home to get the escort. No, I haven't, Anna Brown. Will you email me? Email me in if you can. We could read it on a live. 40 is the new 30. Yeah. All right. I'm bloody at the other end, closer to you now. Other end, closer to you. Okay, wait. I'm bloody at the other end. Okay. December 11th. Okay, lucky 11th. Yeah. Yeah, Dragonfly. 60 is young. Okay, so let me fast forward this a little bit, guys. That's true. That's true. That's happening more often. My mom was just talking about that. Because I was like, no, I'm way past, ever having kids. They're like, well, no, these days, like, yeah, 40 people are having them into their 40s, like having babies. It's crazy. All right, let me fast forward. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's moving. Okay. The blinds. I thought those were wood panels, but they're like blinds and they were moving. I'm like, how's that moving? But yeah, silly me. Okay. There we go. And they come take pictures. And Alex has to be the jokester. I don't really find him that funny, though, to be honest. Hey, Lisa Lee.
Yeah.
Sagittarius, okay.
Hi.
I'm just here to take some photographs of you. I've got to do some swabs of your hands
Yeah.
too, and then of your injuries. Would you spell your last name for me?
COX.
And what's your first name?
Alexander.
And what's your birthday?
Well, I'll say that's about the easiest last name to spell in a long time.
Right.
Oh.
Spelling.
And while she's getting set there, I'll just ask you some questions about it. So I see you got this
Yeah.
on your, is that from today?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got
Yeah.
something on the back of your head. Do you have any other injuries? You feel any bruising anywhere else?
I don't feel anything.
Okay. And we'll take a look at his back.
Yeah, well,
Might have you take your shirt off
Sure.
and take a quick look and see if you get any marks or injuries back there.
Sure.
so I know you're hit in your head. Are you okay to stand up?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to have you stand up just right against this wall right here.
All right.
And then I can drain my bladder after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And then we'll get
So face me first.
What's that?
So
Face
turn
us.
and face me first.
Oh.
Basically, I'm going to do a set of overall photographs, and then we'll do your injuries one by
Okay.
one, okay? And then I'll swab your hands, and it won't take that long. Just look right at me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, were you, these are clothes you were wearing at the time of everything? Okay.
Okay, look right at me. Okay, turn and face that way with your whole body.
There we go.
Face the wall so your back's to me. Turn to your right. Okay, face me again. All right, and then if you
You know
could
what's sad when you're posing for photographs and you don't have a good side?
put your hands like this. Okay, lower them just a little bit so you're tilted down more.
Okay.
So you're like this, tilt.
Oh, hands
Okay,
tilted.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can stand up
All
straight.
right.
There you go.
Turns out we can move the camera around.
Okay, and then palms up. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to swab your hands right now,
Sure.
just so that
Yeah.
I'm not manipulating so much.
And then, yeah, as soon as she's all done here, I'll get you into, we're gonna, next we'll take some pictures of each of your injuries. We'll check your back out, and I'll let you go use the restroom, and I'll get you a new water. Or do you want soda or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Water would be good after, but
Okay.
Not before.
Face mask, do you?
What's that?
Do you have a face mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I am a full-service shop.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
it's either PPE or she's Chinese.
Maybe I'm feeling sick. No, I've been sick, so.
Knowing her, I'm gonna go with sick.
You never know. We all have a little piece of everything in us, right?
No, around here we come in contact with so many different people, and then everyone's got kids,
Yes.
and then you next thing you know, one person's sick, and it could be the middle of summer when there's nothing going around, and within a week, everyone's sick.
Yeah.
This is more just so I don't have my DNA on your.
Okay, now it's got me wondering. Maybe I do have the email that he sent Tammy. Was that with the emails when the Adam email came out? Because somebody just said he emailed him. Where is it? June 29th. Am I just forgetting? Was that some of the emails that came out? If it did, then I probably did a video on it and I forgot. But why weren't we sure? I feel like none of us were sure if she actually like read it, if she actually got it. Just remind me, is that what came out when we got the ones that him and Adam wrote back and forth? And then I'd have to go back. I don't know. But anyway, I have to run out. Okay, bye, Awaken Heart or Awaken Dart. I always want to say heart. Oh, is that it? Okay, maybe it's not. I just remember when those couple of emails with Adam, I'm like, was that the one with Tammy too? Why am I? But maybe not. I know he was threatening, not threat. I don't want to use the word threatening, but he was talking about, telling Tammy. But I can't remember if we actually have a copy. It was a public where he wrote Tammy the email and we have it, like that we all have it, or. Man, there was so much information with this case. I checked. I think I have like 158 videos just on this case. So I mean, I can't even remember. But if it did come out, then I most likely did do a video on it. I'm just trying to think. I can't remember. Wait, what are you talking about? I don't want to mention it. Okay. All right, I'm going to continue.
Very good.
I just don't need to have that mixed in there.
I miss the old days when I wasn't in the office. I was out in the field. Then I knew that I only had to deal with the people I was coming in contact with, not all this going on. Is that your house down there?
No, I live in San Tan Valley.
Oh, okay.
No, it's my sister's house.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a pretty nice neighborhood. I've never been in that neighborhood ever before.
It's a maze, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I had to sit forever to try to get a code to get inside.
I took Google Maps and I'm like, you're still not taking me where I need to go.
Everything south of Queen Creek is like that down there. When they built all those neighborhoods in the early 2000s, it was more aesthetically pleasing if it was circular and the roads didn't go straight.
Meandered and nobody could get in or out.
Yeah.
Without a Sherpa.
I grew up in the North Valley where everything's straight lines, but not down there. You can put that on.
Okay.
Done with that one. Relax it.
Okay, do it like this way.
How far out in St. Tan are you?
Combs and Ironwood.
Okay. Yeah.
They finally finished Combs and Riggs. It connects.
Oh, wow, about time.
15 years too late.
Yeah.
They shut down Rittenhouse for a month to do that exchange of Combs and Rittenhouse.
Uh-huh.
You know, where it's a stupid
Yeah.
one lane left turn.
Yeah, if you want to go up to the pork shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they shut that down for a month to do this redo on this road.
Of course, the one area where most of the tourist traffic for over in there is the worst traffic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we shut that down.
Federal Drake, Adam Young Robert, 7765.
That's Pinal County, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that would explain it.
I'm gonna do a swab of the inside of your cheek. It's just to get your own DNA
Sure.
that way. Okay, so you'll just open your mouth. I'm gonna take the swabs, rub it on the inside on both sides.
Sure.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right, and then you finish with your photographs.
Sure.
So on the inside of this hand, there's no injury, right? That's
Right.
just dried blood?
Yeah, that's Charles's.
So that's new, okay. So if you can just put your arm like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what that one's from?
This?
This one?
When we scuffled,
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay, just put it back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this way. Is that just an old scar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, I found it. I found a news clip. It's from last week. I didn't even realize. And it has a part of the email, guys, that Charles wrote Tammy. So let me just play this clip real quick and then we'll continue. We'll continue with this. But I'll just play this clip because we were talking about it. Just like a couple minute news clip. It explains that what we've been talking about since we've been talking about. Did Charles contact Tammy or didn't he? He was supposed to. Did he actually ever get a hold of her? And even if we see that he wrote her an email, did she actually read the email? Like, do we know for sure? And then did Tammy confront Chad? And that, that got too real. Like Chad's like, oh my God, Lori, Tammy knows about us. We got to do something. So here, let me just play this quick clip and then we'll continue. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me remove this. I'll just share my, hold on, which one is it? This one right here. All right. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's make this big. Yeah, it's like a couple, like 2.5 minutes we'll play. All right, let me share my screen real quick. All right, let's just play this real quick.
Was Tammy Daybell aware of her husband Chad Daybell's affair with Lori Vallow? Detectives in Chandler, Arizona think she was.
News Specialist Garna Mejia continues digging into thousands of documents released in this Charles Vallow investigation. Garna, what'd you find?
Yeah, you guys, detectives say the catalyst that brought about Charles Vallow's murder was his discovering the affair between his wife, Lori Vallow, and Chad Daybell. It appears the same day Charles found out about the affair, he contacted Tammy Daybell.
Did you think that Chad and Lori had done something to Tammy?
Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow were married 2 weeks after the death of Chad's wife, Tammy Daybell. Detectives already suspected Lori in the death of her husband, Charles Vallow, but it wasn't until Tammy's body was exhumed that a member of Chad and Lori's inner circle, Zulema Pastenes, told detectives she also became suspicious.
Lori and Chad had called that day, and they were the ones that told us that they were exhuming her body.
Zulema Pastenes was married to Alex Cox, Lori's brother. She told detectives Chad had a vision Tammy would die 2 weeks before her actual demise.
Tammy was supposed to die on her trip to Utah. She was supposed to have he had seen it in a vision that she was going to die in a car accident.
But when Tammy didn't die as predicted, Chad claimed she was a zombie, according to Zulema.
They were saying was that she actually did pass away, but what happened was that she was taken over by an evil spirit.
Days before Charles Vallow was shot and killed by Alex, detectives say Charles discovered Chad and Lori's infidelity. In an email, Charles confronted Chad, telling him to come clean or he would, quote, expose them. Detectives say Charles also sent an email to Tammy saying in part, quote, I have some disturbing information regarding your husband and my wife. In later text messages, Charles told Lori he planned on going to
I want to read it. So it says, Tammy, my name is Charles Vallow. I have some vital and disturbing information regarding your husband and my wife. Lori, this is your work email, so I'll wait to send you the evidence. That is very disturbing. You may call or email me from the address where you can receive the information. I apologize to be the one sending this, but something has to be done. I feel it's best if I shed some light on the issue. Regards, Charles Vallow. So I'm sure she did. I get it. I mean, it's her work email. Wow. Okay. Man.
wife. In later text messages, Charles told Lori he planned on going to Idaho to meet with Tammy. Lori replied, quote, she won't see you. She is my friend. Go ahead. You're ridiculous.
Now, a grand jury.
Wait. What? She won't see you. Wait, who said that? Hold on, I want to rewind that. What was that? I'm confused.
Ridiculous.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Now, with Tammy. Lori replied, Charles
Lori.
told Lori
Okay.
he planned on going to Idaho to meet with Tammy. Lori replied, quote, she won't see you. She is my friend. Go ahead. You're ridiculous.
Now, a grand jury indicted Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell on Tammy Daybell's murder up in Idaho.
Oh, wait, they did get Lori. I thought they only indicted Chad on Tammy Daybell's murder. I'm gonna have to go look through those the indictment. I swear that was one of the charges that they didn't get Lori on. Huh.
Tammy's cause of death and autopsy results remain under lock and key in that investigation. We've yet to find that out.
I'm gonna have to go back through that paperwork tonight. I don't know why I thought that, because there was a couple charges. There was like a couple charges that only Chad had and a couple that only Lori had. There's a bunch of fraud ones that, Chad had, but I swear that Tammy, I didn't think Lori was being charged with Tammy's. So correct me if I was wrong on that. I apologize. I want to check the paperwork, the documents though, before I say for sure. But anyway, so Lori, so Charles tells Lori he's going to Tammy with this information, and then Lori's, oh, Tammy won't listen. She's my friend or whatever. She won't believe you or whatever. Wow. So yeah, definite motives all over the place for why they killed Charles. There's more than one, it seems like. Man. Oh, God. Okay. So let's continue with Alex's interview here. Oh, thanks. 14 asterisk in the house. Yeah. Hey, Wakey. We are going. That's one thing that we were in the middle of going over all those pages. What was I going to say? Yeah. I think I've done 2 lives where we're going through all the documents, and then all these new videos came up. So I kind of put that on hold, and now we're going over the videos. But yeah, we still are going to go over the documents. Like I said, I think we've already done 2. And so we would be on part 3 going over those. But I'm going to continue doing the interviews first, and then I'll go back to the documents, and we'll probably be able to get them all done before the trial, definitely. Because I think the trial is just going to get pushed back for another year at least, it looks like. Okay, so what is it? Oh yeah, so I know, interesting. We we were surprised. I think it was one of the first live, I think, when we realized that about the Julie Roan's dilemma and how they were kind of like a part of the whole Charles thing. Yes. At least in the know, like they were aware. All right. So I am going to continue with the Alex, and I'm going to look for the indictment with all the charges. I have them somewhere in my files because I got to see. And because if I was wrong, I want to correct myself because I've been saying all this whole night that Lori wasn't charged with Tammy's death, but I'm according to that news reporter, she was. So if I'm wrong, I want to correct it. So I'm going to continue and I'll look for it.
Okay.
Isn't that his desk? Go back to the Alex, you said.
Okay, and no injuries on the top of your head at all, right? Okay. Nothing else hurts on your arms?
Nope.
So the only other thing is the back of your head? Okay. Does it hurt only on this side or on this side too?
No, just on the,
Just
just
where
right
that
there.
actually
Yeah.
is, okay.
Yeah, it's just pimples and I got those ugly red moles.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't another mark.
I don't know, I can't see the back of my head, so I'm sure it's not pretty.
No, actually, your haircut's pretty decent.
Except that.
Boy, so you still take it. Except for the lump there. Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Helps when someone's taller, you try to get more level to where they're at.
Yeah.
Not everybody uses this.
I've never seen it used before.
I do it all the time.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Step stool?
No.
Oh.
I have a viewer on my camera, so I can
Oh, nice.
the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just saying, I've never seen this.
I've got the adjustable LCD on my Sony.
Okay.
They're really nice.
Yeah, it makes you be able to see different angles without having to.
Yeah, you can shoot crazy angles and still see what you're doing. You don't have to have your eye behind the camera. It's really nice.
All right, I'm gonna have you sit just so I can do a couple more.
Okay.
That one is like the other one's medium. Shake it a little bit because it's heavy to hold this.
Especially when you're holding up at an angle like that.
I'll be excited when they switch to the new mirrorless. Those things are light.
My wife has one of those.
I love that thing. I just got one 6 months ago.
You said the Sony?
Yeah, the A7 III.
I think she has the A6 something.
Nice. That's 600?
Yeah, I think that's
6,000. I think
it's one. She doesn't let me use it.
Let me get this shit.
Sure.
I just know what it costs.
Yeah. I own this one at home, and this is an expensive camera.
Well, yeah, but you also use it commercially too.
What's that one?
This one is the 700, or
Nikon?
750.
Oh, the D750. Oh, those are really nice.
So it's full frame.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. It's 32 meg. That's good resolution.
So I'll have you stand up. I think we want to check under your shirt.
Yeah, sure.
Show me
Can I
something.
take my shirt off?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Spin
Normally
around.
a little red right here.
Yeah.
Okay, just normal. Okay.
Just take a photo.
Just want to show. I'm just
Yeah.
going to take
Sure.
a photo that there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't see any.
Okay, and then face me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you later on realize or feel you got a bruise
Sure.
forming, it may not be visible now. Let us know,
Yeah.
and we'll get a photograph of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said, your neck's pretty red, but that's normal, right?
What's that?
I just want to make sure. So you're pretty
Yeah,
red
that's
there.
more from driving and the sun's always on my
It's just the
neck.
sun,
Yeah.
okay.
You can't
Just
ever
wanna
get
make
enough
sure.
shade
No.
driving the truck.
All right. So
That's
that's
it?
all I need, right?
Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And after you, I'll go get you some more water and. Thank you. And after you.
So, guys, no, the indictment documents Lori is not charged in Tammy's murder. So I don't know why that news reporter said that. Unless if it's something new that they added to the charge. But in that indictment, that when they released that, remember when they released all the charges, Lori is not charged. It was only Chad under Tammy's death. So I don't know why she said it like that. So I was correct, at least as far as the information I have so far. Let's if they updated the indictment, but I haven't heard of a new charges, right? I think it's still the same. So I think maybe she just said it and just grouped them together. Let me know though if you guys have heard like anything new, if there's been like a new indictment, like new documents for it. But like I said, if not, yeah, she's not in that original indictment for the murder. Just Chad is for Tammy, not for the kids, yeah, but not for Tammy's murder. Okay, so can you guys hear me? This is still playing. I just have it muted. What else did I want to say? Yeah, there's some other things that, gosh, depending on how long it goes, like some interesting like old posts from Chad's kids that would be interesting to go over, but maybe I'll group it when we go over the 2,500 pages. So there's still a lot to go over on this case that's came out. It's like so much information, guys. So I'm glad you guys are interested in this case because there'll be a lot of hours going over it still. Chad has to name the person who framed him, Lori. Has to name the person who framed him, Lori. Okay. Hey, Mrs. Kurt Cobain. Jacinta, what's up? Celebrity barbecue that now. Oh my God. Celebrate. Oh my God. I can't even say that word right now. Hey, babe. Hey, JMG, Vicky, Paula, Tamara. All right. I might fast forward it. I think not getting that. Yeah. Yeah. And then Chad got what, like $400,000 from Tammy's death on life insurance. But now I'm pretty sure I'm 100% sure now that he's being charged with her murder, he's not, I mean, they're not going to give it to him. But I have a question. Let's say, and pray to God this would never happen, but just out of curiosity, let's say he gets found innocent. He's not convicted for any of these charges. He would be able to keep that insurance money, right? That life insurance money, if he wasn't convicted of Tammy's death. I mean, I know if he'd have to, I mean, if he's convicted of any murder, no, he's not. I mean, he's going to prison, but I mean, let's say he wasn't, then he'd probably be able to keep it, right? But wait a minute, because he had some other fraud, and so did Lori had some fraud for taking the Social Security and stuff. All right. No, he spent it already, but he's owed it. I know he spent most of it, but basically, yeah, how are they going to get the money back? Good point, really. I mean, if he's in jail, he's in prison or jail, if he goes to prison for the rest of his life, then how, I mean, you're right. How are they going to get the money? Is the kids going to have to pay it back, or how does that work? No, I wouldn't think the kids would, but wow. Yeah, he already collected it. That's what I'm pretty sure, because that's what they were spending in Hawaii, and they were spending it all, I guess. And like for her lawyers originally, I think that's what we were all thinking. Now his lawyer, okay. Unless if I'm wrong, but I feel like we all, at least, I'm pretty sure he got it. Yeah. I mean, he would have already had got it. Yeah, because it was, yeah, he would have, I don't know. How long does it take? Like it doesn't take that long, I feel like. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they were spending. So all right, so let me continue. Oh wait, I do have it continued. I just have it on mute because nothing's happening. Would it not go to the kids if he gets the death penalty? Well, no, he won't get it anymore, though. I'm saying, like, if he's charged, in Tammy's murder, no, he won't get that life insurance. I mean, he already has it, so he would have to somehow, I don't know how they do that. Hopefully they don't transfer that fee, like, oh, you owed it, you spend it. So I don't think they would make his family pay it. I don't know how that would be. He definitely already received it. You're right. Now that I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, you would have got it. He would have got it by then, because it wasn't. They thought it was just natural causes at first until, a little bit later. So, all right. Let me fast forward this, guys. There's just there's a little bit more where they come back and ask him some questions. There we go.
Sorry about that. Thanks for your patience.
No worries.
All right, so
it's fun staring at nothing.
So, just want to kind of go back to a couple things real quick.
Yep.
Your sister had mentioned something kind of historically. I guess she said she just recently moved back. She went to Houston or somewhere, and then recently moved back about 3 weeks ago. She was saying something about Charles texting your other brother. Is it Andy?
Adam.
Adam? Do you know anything about that? Okay.
No.
So I'll kind of walk through an order.
Sure.
When the argument initially came your way, you said you were on the phone?
No.
Okay, you were just in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said you were on the phone.
No.
So you weren't on the phone with anybody?
No, my phone was in that room.
Okay, your phone was in the room, so were you?
Yeah.
And then they came your way?
Yeah.
And then you're not sure where Lori and Tylee were when you came back?
When I came
with
back
the
out,
gun?
that's correct.
Okay. Where was your gun at in the room?
It was in my bag in a case at the foot of the bed. So the bed was here, and then the gun was here in a case.
Okay. Inside like a duffel bag or something?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of comments. Yeah, that's the point, guys, that because it's murder, the insurance doesn't pay out. Well, they labeled it as natural causes, so he got the insurance check, but now since it's murder, he has to pay it back. Now no, that was illegal. Now we need that money back. So you see what I'm saying? So yeah, murder, definitely you don't get it, but they didn't realize it was murder until after they had given it to him. So now they're gonna want it back. So somehow, I don't know how that goes about, but they're gonna basically any money. I don't know if this is how it's gonna be. Any money that he would possibly make in prison, it'll go to what he owes, right? So he won't be able to keep anything on his commissary probably, because they're gonna want that back. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but I mean, I know they're for sure gonna want it back, but are they gonna be able to collect it because of the situation? And are they gonna, like, if he makes money in prison and he gets a job, how like sometimes your family could put like money or it'll go to your commissary or however it goes, like, will he not be able to get any of that because he has to pay back what he owes first? I'm not sure. That means he would never get any of like anything. Wow. I don't know. I don't know all the little specific rules, and I'm sure each state is different, but okay. if he doesn't, all right, so I'll continue.
It's like a zip, a little orange bag.
Okay.
And then my case was in there.
Okay, is it the hard plastic?
Yeah, the hard
case?
plastic with the foam and the extra clips and everything.
Okay. Is there a reason you spent the night there last night?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just hang out. We were gonna hang out today.
Okay. Did your sister ever tell you she was concerned for her safety or well-being for Charles coming there?
No.
Okay.
But watching him interact with her, I was.
Okay. So, do you normally carry a gun with you?
Yeah.
Okay. But you didn't have it on your person during this?
No.
Okay. When we talked about Tylee basically having the bat, Charles taking the bat
Yeah.
away from Tylee, you said there was a struggle after that.
Yeah.
What happened? I mean,
I grabbed
to
her
the
from
best-
behind.
Okay.
And then we went to the ground. And then we separated, and he hit me, and then that's when I left.
Okay. So you grabbed him from behind,
Yeah.
and how come you grabbed him from behind?
Because he was in front of me, and he was going after Tylee with the bat.
What was he doing with the bat?
He just grabbed it from her, and then I jumped in. I don't know what he was doing
Okay.
with it.
So he was going after Tylee with
Yes,
the bat,
yes.
and you grabbed him from behind,
Yes.
around the neck, or?
Or over the shoulder like this.
Okay. You grabbed him from behind.
Yeah.
You pulled him back, and you guys
I
both
pulled him
went
back,
to
we
the
both
ground.
went to the ground, yeah.
Okay. Did you see him swing the bat at you?
No.
Okay. So you pulled him to the ground.
Okay, so that maybe was the thing he was explaining when he fell to the ground. So maybe he didn't lie on that, because the part that I heard after that is when he said that when Charles hit him with the bat, that he didn't go to the ground. His head just like, bounced or whatever. So, but then I'm like, I remember he said he fell. So he might have been talking about this when he grabbed Charles and then they both fell. So maybe he didn't lie on that as far as like the story. I think the whole story's a lie, but maybe he didn't slip up on that, on what we thought. Okay.
Ground, you got back up.
I got back up. He hit me in the back of the head. I don't know if it was with the bat or not. I assumed it was.
Okay.
Because he had it.
Okay. So he hit you at the back of the head.
Yeah.
And you go to the room.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't know where Lori or Tylee are when you go back to the room.
Correct.
Okay. You come back from the room.
Yeah.
And you basically get you initial or marked kind of here on this corner.
Yeah.
That you're basically at the corner of the living room.
Well, this is a hallway here, so there's like a wall here that divides the kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm somewhere in this area.
Okay. And he's in the living room.
Yes.
And he still has the bat.
Yes.
Is he now focused at you, or
Yes.
is he focused at Lori?
He's focused at me, and he's
Okay.
yelling at me, and he moves towards me.
What was he saying to you? Do you remember?
Not really.
Okay.
I just remember yelling.
Okay.
You know why he can't remember not what he was saying to him? Because he probably wasn't yelling at him. There was probably no argument. Charles probably wasn't yelling at him like you said, so he can't remember. I don't know what he was saying. I'm just gonna say he's yelling, but Alex, can't think of what, because he probably wasn't really yelling. And second of all, Alex probably doesn't want to say something because he doesn't know what everybody else is gonna say, that what was being yelled about, because it didn't really happen like that. So it would be a lie, man. Because I'm sorry, like if it really happened, you know what he was yelling at you. If it's yelling at you, he's gonna remember some of the things that Charles was yelling at him. I mean, come on. It just happened earlier, a couple of hours ago. This is the same morning, basically. This is ridiculous. Oh, all right.
And then I was watching more body language, and when someone aggressively comes at you.
Okay. Are you, do you have your CCW?
Yeah.
Okay, so so he's basically coming at you and he's yelling, you're watching his body language.
Yeah.
And you said you told him, and I didn't, when we're talking, I'm trying to not take notes and listen to what you're saying.
I'm trying to calm the situation.
Okay.
I'm going to drop your bat, and he's fuck you and whatever
Okay.
coming at me in.
Did you ever tell him to leave, or did you say drop the bat, or?
First I just said drop the bat.
Okay. And then did you say anything else after that?
I didn't have time.
Okay. So he came after you with the bat. And
Yep.
He's kind of holding it in his hand.
I got in his right hand.
Okay. You fire a couple times.
Yep.
And then you go to the kitchen,
Correct?
and then back to the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. When you went back to the bedroom, you washed your hands.
No, I washed my
Or, I'm
hands in
sorry,
the
you washed
kitchen.
your hands in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You put your gun back in your room.
Yep.
Where'd you set it at?
Just on the floor.
Okay, so you set it on the floor, get your phone.
Yep.
Call 911.
Yep.
And then, when did you realize Lori had gone? Did you call her?
No.
Okay. So, you called 911. Did you do CPR on him?
I did.
Okay.
I tried.
Okay. But you weren't on the, I must have mistaken you. I thought you said you were on the phone when
Oh, yeah, no.
Did you hear them arguing about his phone?
I don't. All I heard was her say, "Don't touch me," and then him coming right after her.
Okay. You said that a couple months ago, Tylee was at your house, and he came over. What happened? Tell me a little bit more about that.
He was going insane trying to locate Lori because Lori wasn't talking to him.
Okay.
They had split up. So he was bugging everybody in the family, blowing up their emails, phones, just sending text messages, just anything he could do to try and get somebody to tell Lori to contact him. So he was just spazzing out. So Tylee and I were pulling up to my house, and he followed us, and then he sped up and blocked my driveway. And he got out and ran up to me real aggressively, like he was going to do something, and he just stopped and talked. And then Tylee got out and yelled at him. And then that lasted, I don't know, 15 minutes in the front.
Okay.
A lot of screaming at Tylee at Charles, and Charles trying to leave and her not letting him because she wanted to get everything out that was bothering her.
Okay. So he didn't go after Tylee at that time?
Physically, he did not do anything.
Have you spent a lot of time around Charles?
Yeah.
Is he hot-headed?
Not normally.
Okay. So have you ever, besides the argument between him and Tylee, have you ever seen him like you saw him today?
No.
Okay.
No.
How would you describe him today?
Very aggressive.
Okay.
Physically aggressive. Going after Tylee, going after Lori, going after me.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen him behave like that, and I was shocked.
Okay. How long have they been together?
15 years, maybe?
Okay.
See, that's another thing. So if this isn't his normal demeanor, like, you're gonna shoot and kill him. I mean, either there's no excuse either way. But let's say somebody's like abusive for like years, and they are like horrible, and then so you have a reason to kind of fear your life. So for him to, claim self-defense. But the fact that he's saying, oh no, Charles is never like that. So one time, which I don't believe this even happened, but let's say his story, one time he gets a little bit angry and you're going to shoot and kill him. Like, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous to even think. So, but the fact that he's saying, oh no, he's not normally like that. He's really calm, level-headed, but it doesn't go along with Lori's story. Lori's saying he's always crazy. He's always arguing. He's always like hot-tempered, right? The way Lori puts it and Tylee puts it. So just not adding up. All right. I'm going to continue.
Oh, a good while.
And did they live here before?
Yeah, they lived here a couple times.
Okay.
They lived here. They lived in Austin. Then they moved. And they moved to Chandler, and they moved to Hawaii, and they moved back here, and then I think they split up, and then she went to live in Houston for 2 months, and I wasn't working out, so then she came back here and got a place.
Okay.
And then he was just coming back out here.
And he got a place, or she came back out here and got a place. How long ago was that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Within 2 months.
Okay, so the last couple months. But she never said anything about having you come over because she didn't feel safe with him or because he was showing up or anything like that? Okay. Is it normal for you?
She had expressed that he had threatened her in some email and text messages.
Okay.
Saying he was going to stop her or destroy her or something to that effect.
And when did she tell you that?
Oh, I don't know. A couple weeks ago when she got the text.
Okay, so that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
we talked about it, but it wasn't anything.
Gotcha.
on
So
the top of my head.
you weren't under the impression that she had you there to make
No.
sure that he was,
No.
didn't
He
cause an
wasn't.
issue or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
And you had the gun, so you didn't bring a gun for that purpose?
I always carry it.
Okay.
I had my other gun in the truck, and my niece just gave me a gun. I thought we'd maybe go to the shooting range, and because my niece gave me a 380.
Okay.
She didn't want it anymore.
So is he talking about Melanie Boudreau, his niece, is the one that gave him the gun? I'm guessing that's the niece he's talking about. So she's got some guns too, huh? All right.
Gotcha.
So I was going to take it from my sister because she's got tiny hands. I was going to let her shoot it.
Okay. Just recreational for sport, not because you
Always,
felt she needed
always
it
target.
for
No, targets.
self-protection or anything.
No, I never considered Charles to be violent or a threat before today.
Okay. When you grabbed him, when he was going after Tylee and your sister, you grabbed him around the shoulder, you yank him to the ground, but you never saw him swing the bat at you at that time?
Correct.
Okay. When you got up, what happened right after you got up?
Well, we went to the ground separated, and then I was getting up like this, and just my head bounced.
Okay. So as you were getting up is when you felt the strike to the head. And then you got up, what did you do? Did you go?
I just went straight to the room.
Okay.
Because I said, hey, this needs to calm down.
Okay.
And that's what I was hoping would happen.
So when you got back with the gun, you were assuming that he was gonna...
I thought he would back down at that point.
Okay. And he didn't?
He did not.
Okay. Anything else you could think of that I need to know that we haven't talked about?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. You don't need any medical attention for your head?
I'd like to get that cut cleaned up.
Okay. I think we're almost done, so
Yeah.
if we're almost done, we'll probably get you and Lori and Tylee back to the house. You won't be able to go in.
Yeah.
Because we're working at as a scene.
Absolutely.
How did the injury on your arm happen?
I'm guessing somewhere in the tussle.
Okay. Were there any strikes thrown besides you getting hit in the back of the head?
No, just me shoving him.
Okay. And that was initial in the bedroom?
That was when exactly.
Okay.
That's when I got involved.
Okay. And then the only other time we got physical with anybody is when he was going after Lori and Tylee, and you grabbed him around the neck.
Correct.
Dragged him back, and you both fell to the ground.
That's correct.
Okay. No, we're just running a criminal history to make sure that you're not a prohibited possessor, so there's no felony convictions. No,
Correct. There was a confessed felony, aggravated assault.
Okay.
In Austin, Texas, in 2007. I think.
Have your rights been restored, or are you legally able to?
Yeah,
so your rights are restored. You're
all done.
Able to possess a
I
firearm.
was never convicted.
Oh, okay.
Pled guilty, but they had deferred adjudication in Texas, so I completed probation, and then.
Gotcha.
That was that.
Okay, so it was an open-ended thing, so it's a misdemeanor now.
Well, whatever. It's just on there as a whatever. I don't know what the technical record is.
Okay.
I know I went to court, and she said all your rights are restored, and gave me the paper, and I'll find it.
Gotcha.
After 4 years.
All right, hang tight. I'm gonna go see if they're done with Lori. We'll get you guys all together so we can get you out of here. And just make sure that the people that are monitoring don't have any other questions that I need to ask.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate your patience, man.
No problem.
Here's that.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, Sierra, that sounds good. Some sweet movie. I know, that does sound good watching.
Alex. All right, we're just gonna walk over and we'll go over where your sister is.
So yeah.
Here's that. Oh, is that what you were wearing when all this went down? Okay. Yeah. Just make sure.
I still don't understand like how that couldn't like raise like some kind of like alarm where he's saying, "Oh, Charles is usually level-headed. He's fine." Like, no, he's usually cool. I've never seen him like that. But then you're gonna kill him the first time, like that he acts like that. You're gonna shoot him. You know, if there wasn't like this ongoing threat that you felt like he was a dangerous person. So he wasn't a dangerous person in his eyes. So how is that self-defense? I mean, do you see what I'm saying? He has a bat and they're arguing and you're saying that he's never been like that. So he's not necessarily a dangerous person. Like, are you guys seeing my point? Like, how hasn't the cops seen it like that? Like, okay, why the heck would you shoot him then? I mean, he's not normally a dangerous person to in your head. I mean, why would you even think that? Why would you even think that your life is in danger when he's normally like a cool, level-headed guy? It's because it's a freaking lie, you know? I mean, we know now after the fact, but I'm just saying it's like, obviously, yes. I mean, think about that time in when Charles called the cops when Lori locked him out of the house. And did you guys see that? Like, some people would say it was an orb. I don't know. You know, when you see like different like lights and different things, you know, some people say it's the orb. Some people, I mean, there's different theories on it's just a dust particle, but that wasn't dust, because like dust, it would be like a small thing. The ones that normally come in my lives, I mean, this has happened. If you go through my videos, you'll see them a lot. The ones that come in mine are like, they're like kind of big, and they look like really dull lights. And did you see that? It goes up. So I don't think that would be like dust. I don't know. I mean, there could be another explanation, but I just saw it. Okay. So did anybody else catch it? The little orb looking thing. All right. So what was I saying now? Man, I lose my train of thought so quickly. I don't even remember what was I just saying. Wow, Alex, it had to be. Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say about the prejudice towards against him, basically, because when he had called the cops, do you remember how they treated him? Like, I almost wanted to cry. I like watching that, like how unfair. Like, he's just concerned about his freaking wife, and he just wants to get her help, and they're treating him like he did something, like he's the bad guy. Oh, it makes me sick watching those videos, those body cams when he calls the cops and tries to get Lori help. So yeah, they definitely were like this biased against him for some reason. So anyway, so we just have one more. We can watch Melanie's when they give her the subpoena, Melanie and Ian. It's real short, and then this weekend, either tomorrow I want to do Darley, but maybe I could possibly do 2. I don't know if I'll do 2 lives tomorrow, but maybe this weekend we could do where we listen to Adams, and then there's some other ones that just are coming out too. So they're like, he was crazy and she was a nut. She was the nut. I know. It makes me sick now after the fact. I mean, now they realize, but gosh, it made me so sad how they were treating him. And he was just trying to help. And he wasn't even trying to like make Lori look bad. He was just trying to get her help. Like, you could tell he was not trying to get her in trouble. He was just like really concerned because he loves her. He loved her, and he was just really concerned about getting her help and concerned about her. And it's just the way they were acting. I don't know what it was that made them have this thing that they were treating him like the criminal at that time. Yeah. Yeah, soul for music. You all right? Get on the Brian train. What do you mean, Steven? On the Brian train? I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, Tylee and Charles, it was known that they didn't get along very well. But Charles and Colby, they got along really well. Colby thought he was he was an awesome dad to Colby. But yeah, I guess supposedly him, probably because Tylee was, brainwashed by Lori. And I don't know why Lori, I'm trying to think, like, even when Charles and Lori were getting along at one point, it's still, I think Tylee and Charles never got along. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure it had something to do with Lori, but everybody getting famous. Getting famous? Really? I'm not sure, Steven. No, I mean, I don't know what you mean. Everybody's getting famous by Brian. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so I am going to play the Melanie one. This one won't let me. All right. Oh, wait, what does that say? What did she say? She's no, not well, maybe a little bit, but she said that it was more. I feel like because he cheated on her, right? And I think after he was cheating on her, like he was. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and see, but I know his first because he was married 3 times. He had a wife. I think he was only married like less than a year or two. The first wife, she's actually like a hypnotist to the stars, to like celebrities and stuff. I had done a video like way back on her. Like there's pictures of her like Donald Trump and some of like movie stars. But. And she did an interview after the fact saying, wow, if she just would have stayed married to him, maybe, Charles would still be alive. But basically, they were married like less than a year, and she thought that he was cheating on her, and she left him. And, yeah, so. So, I don't know, guys, but let me play this last one here. I'll skip. Okay, we'll skip to when it starts.
Good morning. Golden Retriever? Yeah, that's okay. Melanie, I'm Detective Bean, the word Chandler PD. Okay.
Hi. With the County Attorney's Office, Maricopa County. Apparently you and your husband are wanted for a subpoena for testimony up in Idaho. So I can get paperwork to you for that.
Do you want to go back to the house? Would that be easier?
I need to have my dog go potty and then take the kids to school.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll just take a minute. I don't have to ask you any question. I just need paperwork for the hearing. Okay. And then I'd like to get him to your husband as well. Is he home?
Yeah, he's doing a work meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all I need to do.
It only takes a couple minutes and we're done.
I'll go to the bathroom.
Can I get my kids to school?
Yeah, you'll have the time to do that right away. This literally, it takes like, what, 3 or 4 minutes a piece? Okay.
That's all.
You want me to hold him? I'm not bad with dogs.
I don't know if she's a sweetheart. I think she just gets scared.
She'll smell my golden doodle and Aussie doodle, so I think she'll be okay.
Okay.
I'll take her if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's go potty. Come on.
You want?
Whoa.
She's really scared.
Come on, let's play. Come on.
Okay, I'll just get them to school
Come on.
and then you guys just gonna be like, huh?
Come on. Come on.
Have you had any contact with the prosecutor up in Idaho?
Robert?
Oh, there could be. I get it. But the reason I'm asking is, yeah,
During,
the reason I'm asking is if you had contact with them, maybe they would explain something to you. Probably at this point, but.
I don't think so. Is there any way I can get them to school so they don't leave?
What time do they have to go to school?
We need to be there at 8, so I was gonna take her and get them in the car and go.
Okay, well,
So
this takes like 20 seconds apiece. So if he just comes outside, we'll be done.
Should you want me to just tell my husband not here?
Pete, she's going inside to get husband real quick. She's in a hurry because she wants to get the kids to school by 8.
Wait, what did the thing say back? What did the guy say back? I'm gonna rewind that part. What did he say about a kid? Hold on. I mean, the response. Hold on one second. Let me just rewind it. My mute button's over here, so that's why I'm always looking at it, because I have to check it. If it's muted, it'll blink.
Kids to school by 8.
He said, why? I didn't know they had a school-age kid in there. Isn't that what he says? And that was some of the comments under, because I had uploaded this video as a recorded, and some of the comments were like, wait, whose kids would it be? Because they just had a baby. Remember, Ian and Melanie just had a baby like last year, so their baby wouldn't be in school yet. She doesn't have custody of her kids with Brandon, right? So it has to be Ian's kids. How old's Ian's kids? I'm not sure, but I know Ian has a couple kids, so that's probably who it is. All right, let me continue though. I just wanted to point that out if you guys caught what he said.
Does she have to sign anything, or?
If she waives the hearing,
Oh, okay.
they'll be afforded the opportunity to go to a hearing.
Oh, okay.
To like say why they shouldn't have to go.
Oh, okay.
And then a lot of times, most people just waive the hearing and then sign the waiver,
Mm-hmm.
and then just go ahead and go if they're
Okay.
willing, you know.
Mm-hmm. We only saw the one-year-old.
Hello, how are you? How you doing?
How's it going, Ian?
With the county attorney's office, Maricopa County. Sure. Detective there. And I just wanted to get you and your wife some paperwork in regard to, I guess, we want to have you guys come up to Idaho and testify, whatever information you have on that pending case. Okay. I assume you're familiar with what I'm talking about? Yeah. The case I'm talking about? Yeah. So I basically set paperwork for you and you as well. Sure. And then there's a hearing if you want to go to a hearing to say why you shouldn't have to go to Idaho. Sure. So if you waive that hearing, if you're cooperative and you go ahead and go back up there, I think they want you guys May 18th, I believe, is the date. Okay. Then you can waive that hearing and then just make arrangements with Idaho, the prosecutor up there. I'm sure they'll take care of travel arrangements, that type of thing. Sure. And then you guys can go up there and take care of it. Okay. Otherwise, so yeah, if you do want to waive that hearing, then you guys have the document for you to sign to waive the hearing, and then they'll make your way up to Idaho. Okay. There's arrangements. Is that something you guys are willing to do?
Yeah, well, let's talk about, I don't know. Sorry, I gotta go because this is school, so I just gotta get this thing.
Okay. So yeah. So this is documents for you. It's basically an order issue of cause. That's the hearing. Okay. And then the subpoena is in there as well from Fremont County. Okay. That's for you as well. So with that hearing date being the 12th, 8:30 Maricopa County Courthouse downtown, if you guys are willing to waive that hearing and then make arrangements with the attorney, your information up here on that paperwork. If you just call her, Lindsay Blake, and then a lot of times they'll include.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Okay. Well, she's one of the prosecutors anyway up there. Okay. Fairfield County. So, if you guys want to waive that hearing on the 12th, and then just make arrangements with her to go up to Idaho for that hearing on the 18th. Well, it's for that day, but it may take a couple of days. I'm not sure. Okay. Then you guys I can have you sign that, and then you got to waive the hearing. Okay. So it's up to you guys.
I don't know. Do we make a decision?
I have to.
I don't know right now. We might have like a lawyer to talk to who can help us know what to do. I'm kind of trying to get my kiddos to school, so I'm kind of not able to make a decision right now.
Sure, just come here. So what happens is if you guys go, or if you want to say, I don't want to go up to Idaho and I want to go to a hearing with a judge here in Maricopa County, right? Then that's what that date is for on there, on this order to show cause, right? For the 12th, 8:30. Okay. And then you'll go to the court and you'll tell them why you think you shouldn't have to go, and then
I would just call Garrett.
And this is to testify.
It's for grand jury. Grand jury process, so it's all sealed information, not to testify in a trial or anything like that.
Right, they're just going to ask general questions, basically.
Whatever it is you guys know.
Okay. So. Yeah, I mean, they've been kind of jerking us around. They've been saying they want to come down and talk to us, and they want to come down and talk to us, and then they never show up, and they never reach out. So they've reached out to our lawyer 3 or 4 times, and then just left us hanging. So this is really irritating.
Yeah, I understand. And then a lot of times with that judge will do that, I'll say, okay, well, well, they want you up there.
Yeah, well, we've got contact with them both out front. We're just waiting the process now to look for.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to call Garrett.
Just call Garrett.
Just let me make a quick phone call, and we'll just kind of get a feel for this, and then, we'll let you know right now.
Oh, yeah, great.
We're still explaining the process to him. At this point, she's going to start loading the kids up in the car.
Hey, so we're being subpoenaed right now to go and sit in front of a grand jury and share some information for Fremont County. That would be May 18th. Yeah, that's what I just said. I said this is really irritating because they've been jerking us around for the last 3 months, saying they're going to come and talk to us, and now they're subpoenaing us. They want us to. So this is specifically to sit in front of a grand jury and share. It would be he said it would be a sealed thing to share what we know with them. And so that would be May 18th. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks for doing that right before my family trial. And we can waive our, so we have a hearing to contest it if we want on the 12th. Correct. So we can waive that, or we can just go forward with it. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's kind of extreme. Okay. So for stressed. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to us when they've been trying to talk to us and now they're just dragging us up there. Okay, yeah, I'll send it up to you. So we've got a Chandler police officer here and a detective out here. No, they came to the door. I assume this is that lady that showed up 2 days in a row and then gave up after 2 attempts, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so if we want to do the hearing, can we waive it later?
We're running across that before. Usually, I'll give people the paperwork, and then I have to know if you want to waive the hearing because they have to set the hearing, and make sure everything's prepared for the hearing.
Okay.
And
So
so
we give you an answer in like an hour or two, just so we can get the kids to school and.
well, I mean, I can come back, but it's either waive the hearing and then you just go ahead and cooperate, and you talk to the attorney up there, and make travel arrangements for the 18th, or you say I don't want to waive it, and then you have to go to this hearing.
That's the issue we've been telling them.
And that's all really the information I have. I don't really know what to tell you one way or the other, but people don't, I guess, they don't usually get back to me. They just say, yes, I will go, or take care of it, or yes, I will waive the hearing.
Yeah.
So
we've been telling them we're willing to cooperate. I mean, it's been.
I would say maybe that's the easiest way to go is to waive the hearing and then go up to Idaho and cooperate. Because I don't know how often judges really look at that here. If they know that authorities want you up in whatever state it is, so you say, yes, I understand your concerns, but they still need you up there, and so they're most likely to probably say you need to go, But I mean, that's up to you guys. I'm just the messenger.
Just the messenger, yeah. No, yeah, that's fine. Get that.
I mean, obviously, I catch you off guard or whatever the case is. But I assume you know what's going on and why they want to talk to you.
We're fully aware. I mean, they've been in communication with our lawyer about this for months, saying, hey, we want to come down and talk to them. They've been down here several times and have made no effort to talk to us. So it's just really stupid that they're now subpoenaing us, making us go up to Idaho in 2 weeks. Rearrange all of our plans to make it work for them when they've been down here to do this. I'm not sorry. I'm not like. I'm not mad at you guys. I'm just like. Like what the hell are these guys doing? Like they need to get there. They need to get it together. So
I get it.
This whole case has just been a friggin' mess for us. So you know what? Yeah. Would you be willing to come back in like an hour so we can get this to our lawyer and just, or even maybe I can drive over and we can come to the police department an hour and sign stuff for you, or.
I guess those situations, if I'm not even in contact with you, then I'm just assuming.
We're good for it. We're not gonna just go.
I'm gonna be home all day.
So I mean, I'm fine with it.
We'll be out. We've got
I'm fine with
a lot of
that.
other things.
Let's just get this over to our lawyer real quick. Go over, make sure everything's all good.
Do they want to give both copies to them now?
You got yours.
Okay.
And then the other is just the waiver form. So if you waive at the hearing, then I just have to sign it. That's all.
Yeah. Do you want to leave that with us too? And so if we just maybe swing back by, if we decide we want to just waive it, we'll have it ready for you. Or
it's just a signature.
Oh, that's all it is. That's fine.
It's not like taxes.
I have copies of it, so
that's fine.
And that's all that is. And so then, that's pretty much all. This is all just copies for the judge. When the judge decides what he's going to do, then he signs off.
Sure.
All
right.
Yeah, I can stop back by. That's
fine. Let's do that.
If that works.
Yeah.
If I'm not able to make contact with you, then I'm just going to assume that.
That's fine.
You're not waiving the hearing, and then you have to go to the hearing.
That's not a problem.
Right. And then if you don't go to the hearing,
if you can't make contact,
there's problems, right? So
no worries.
We're good. It's just a bad time right now.
It's not that we're not willing to do it. It's just the way they're handling it is kind of weird to us. So we just want to make sure that we're.
But just so you know, obviously this is happening and it's not going to go away.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm traveling out there for my family trial that weekend anyway, so I'll be in Idaho. It's not, so I'm
that makes it easier.
So
okay, I'll let you go and I'll come back in an hour.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
So that's all I'm going to play for tonight. I'm going to try to get that Adam interview out because I feel like that's an important interview. And then there's a few others that are out. I want to see if there's any other documents that may have came out because they're releasing. Isn't that weird? It's like they release it in chunks of information, when all the documents came out and now all these interviews and now I don't know. It's just weird how they're doing it, but there's a lot to go through. There's so much stuff with this case. Wow. I wonder if they are going to give us, they're going to release Ian's. If they even interviewed Julie Rowe, we don't even know. We're assuming maybe they did, but did they? And if not, are they going to? Is she going to be a witness in the trial? She would love that, though. The thing with her is she wants to be contacted by the police. Remember? Do you remember, like, I don't know how long ago, but I don't know if you guys have watched. Do you guys watch like any of her YouTube videos? Well, I used to way back when I thought she's interesting. I used to just watch them because only after this case, like I somehow got recommended after I was following this case. But I mean, I used to watch them and it was interesting. And now, like after I realized, man, I don't know if she's lying. Like she's changing her story. Like why is she coming out with this? And then when I realized, but she had said that in one of her videos, she's like, I don't know why law enforcement hasn't contacted me. I'm here if you want to talk to me. Remember, she'd said that, like she addressed that on her video, like she was wanting them to contact her and interview her. Like she's like, come on, contact me. They haven't talked to me, like because I feel like she wanted to be important enough for them to be like, oh, we got to interview her. She knows some information. Which now that we see, I feel like, yeah, maybe she does have something. It's worth, probably an interview, but I don't know if they have yet, but she would love it. Is my whole point is I think she would be so flattered if like an FBI agent or a police officer or investigator contacted her. Hey, can we interview you? Yeah, like because it would make her feel important. And I don't know. She just comes across as that type to be like all for it. But adamantly you're interesting. Hey, Catnip. Joseph. I'm not sure there's Joseph Ryan. I don't know who you're asking that, what comment you're responding to, but maybe they were talking about Joseph Ryan. I'm not sure. Joseph. Is there another Joseph in this? I don't know. Yeah, Crime Powwow. She, before I had her on, because I had ended up having an interview, but this is like kind of more at the beginning when she came on and did an interview with me. And so how it happened is, I'm following the case and then somehow I get recommended her videos. And then I was watching her videos. It was like the videos where she would have that other guy, what's his name? Keith or Mike, I don't know, but it was her. She would be sitting in the car and he would be in the car. And I'm like, wow, she's kind of interesting, very interesting. It's like, I'm not, my thing was before I got to really like see more interviews with her. But at the beginning, I thought, you know what? I'm not convinced, like for sure, like that she has these visions, but I was convinced that she felt that she had them, like that she really thought that she had visions and that they were coming from like a, God or whatever the claims are. But like I think she really believes that she's having them and she really believes that she has this gift. This is way back. I'm not saying I still believe this. And so, but I'm like, I don't know if I believe that she really is and they really are, but I do believe that she believes it. And so, and I was like, she's interesting. And some of the things it was like, oh, she's interesting to listen to and she makes sense on some things. And this is at the beginning. And then I had her on for an interview and I was like, okay, well, and then just the more she was coming out with these ridiculous claims and I'm like, wait a minute, did I just get fooled? Maybe it is all a scam. I don't know. I'm not sure for sure about her, but I have way more doubts than I did at the beginning. As far as I just thought she was being sincere, I thought for what she believed, not that what she believed was really happening. And I just thought she really thought that. Like now I'm not thinking that. I don't know what I'm thinking about her as far as that. But I know that time when I did have an interview, some of you guys were probably in there. Do you remember after that like all the crazy stuff? Because I ended up doing a live after. So I did the live with her and then I did another live after. And we were having all kinds of crazy things happen that night. And people were like, did she bring in like some evil spirits or something? I don't know. There was this one, I had a couple guests on and it was like making this weird noise. And then my internet went out and it was making this weird, like, I'd have to go back and watch it. It was just like this odd thing that happened. And then my internet goes out and it like ended the live. And there was two guests and it was like, it was almost like it was like crazy. Like the guests, I don't want to say the guests were crazy, but something was happening. Something was happening with the people, I swear. Yeah, maybe. I'd like to see it then. So Julie Rowe is a person, she was friends with Chad. Chad published her books. And now if you watch Melanie Gibb's recent interview, well, recent released interview, it was from April this year. She explains how they were all learning from Julie Rowe about different things. Like they were watching her podcast, watching her videos, like Lori and Chad were. Before then they turn against her. And then like after they like kind of, I feel like they kind of were like believing her and really were getting ideas and getting like things from her. And then something happened and they, you know, they turned on her. And then Chad basically said that, do you remember that that Lori or that Tammy Daybell or Julie Rowe's spirit knocked on Tammy Daybell's door. Or wait, how did that go? Hold on. We just talked about this too when we watched the interview. How was that worded? That her spirit knocked on, remind me how that was worded. What was it? Did Tammy have like a something where she was having some bad experience and that was Julie Rowe. And then there was another one they brought up. Oh, that was Julie Rowe. They blamed Julie Rowe's spirit. It's like, oh my God. What was the other interview? Was it Zulema or something? Twice within these interviews, they blamed her for something bad. It's like, oh my God. Oh, yeah, Pink Delight. Now I can't remember exactly what it happened. Something Tammy had like a nightmare or something. Tammy had something and he said, oh, that was Julie Rowe's spirit knocking. It's like, what? Oh, knocked on her door. Yes. But then there was somebody else. They blamed her for something else. What was the other thing, guys? Remind me. Man, it was in one of these lives while we're listening to, it was in one of these new interviews. The other time they blamed it. I'm trying to think, did it have something to do with, no, I can't remember what the other one was, but yeah, it's crazy. So do you think, Maria, this is the problem I started having with Julie, like, and I was trying to explain when I had her on, because people were like, why are you having her on? And I'm like, just because I'm having her on as a guest, first of all, it doesn't mean I agree with her. Second of all, it doesn't mean like, yeah, that I believe like her beliefs that are my beliefs. It was just an interesting person that I would want to have on for an interview because it's the case that I was really into, you know, and she was friends with Chad and she might have some information. So that doesn't mean like my beliefs line up with hers. But I just thought she was interesting, you know, but at that time I did believe that she did believe it. But after watching, I'm not sure though, because I feel like some of the stuff she said, it was like that she knew that she was lying to get attention. Like when she first said that Chad was like good, he had a good heart, a good person. Remember, she came all out. So she wanted to make sure that, you know, she was a part of this huge story that, oh, I was friends with Chad. And then, you know, she didn't really have anything else to say. And then she comes out with the whole Chad basically, essayed her. I mean, I don't want to, that might be an extreme form, but remember she said he basically came on and tried to like force himself on her. But why didn't that come out before when she was preaching about how he's a good person? He would never hurt his kids. I can't see him doing can't see him doing this stuff to them. But yet, if this had already happened, like, how can't you? I mean, how are you like saying how he's such a good guy, and now then you're crying like months later saying how he did this to you and your husband knew and all this stuff. And there was other things. It was like she was almost like didn't have anything else to put her back into this story for people to talk about her, so she would come up with something else. And I feel like were those lies just to be a part of the story and to be, you know, people to talk about her and for her to have something important to say about, this case. I don't know. That's when I started doubting, like, wait, is she just making this stuff up now to, like, which part is she making up? Is she a liar? So it just made me start doubting, but I don't know for sure. Like, I don't know. Maybe she's all right. I don't really know. I'm not going to sit here and bash her, but it did make me kind of wonder, some of the things that she was coming out with. But maybe maybe she does believe it all. And maybe she just was trying to, I don't know, like, stick up for Chad, and then she's like, screw this, like, I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, she even admitted that, though. She did admit knowing, because she admitted that vision came from her about Tammy dying, and she told Chad, remember? That was like way back at the beginning where she would talk about that, how, yeah, it was her vision. I think she said a car accident, right? She saw the vision. She told Chad, and then it wasn't going to happen. And then she saw it happening again, and she didn't tell him that next time. Remember that whole story where it was, and then it wasn't, and then it was, and then she knew it was going to be soon, but she didn't tell him. And then I don't know. So I'm not sure about her, but she is kind of a unique character. I give her that. And she was nice to me. She was always nice to me. Like, we had talked, we would text each other, and we had talked, like, when I had her on, like, we had came on before backstage and talked, and we were laughing and joking, and she was really nice. I mean, I got along with her. She was funny, but, and at that time I was like, she's really neat. And then afterwards, when I was, nothing she did to me, but just when I was just seeing all the stuff that she was coming out with, and I'm just like, I was starting to doubt, like, man, are you being honest, or are you just trying to get attention? I don't know. Anyway, Lord, yeah. Wait, where did that go? Yes, I have a lot of doubts now about Melanie Gibb, because you could tell she was holding back, and the parts she claimed that she doesn't remember, you could say, yeah, she remembered some of that stuff. So why isn't she just telling us? Like, why is she claiming that she doesn't remember when some of that stuff I feel like she would have remembered? And Melanie Boudreaux, I've always had doubts about her from day one. And Melanie Gibb, at first I was like, yeah, when I found out she lied about, having JJ for a couple days at the time, and just waited to call the police and just all that stuff. And I was just like, oh, but then I was like, okay, she came out. So she is a good witness. She's trying to make it right, So I was trying to, like, okay, give her, benefit of the doubt, thinking, okay, maybe she made a mistake. She's trying to make it right. But now, after seeing that last interview, I feel like I just saw right through her, like, fakeness. I saw fakeness. I saw lies. I saw, like, like, manipulation of the men, the two guys there. And the fact that she pointed out, like, I wouldn't know that, that she was manipulating me, because I don't manipulate people. Like, I feel like, no, yeah, it's exactly what she does. What else? There was a lot in that interview that just it didn't make her look good at all. So yeah, I don't trust her. I know exactly Blondie. She definitely knows, like, some of that stuff where she's like, oh, I don't remember. Yeah, right. You're such a liar. And then, and Zulema too. It's like both of them. It's just so obvious that they're lying. And you could tell that they know that's what they're trying to, like. These are their witnesses, the state's witnesses. So they're trying to, like, come on, like, get their story straight here, because you're supposed to be witnesses for us to convict these jerks, and you guys are a bunch of liars. I mean, oh, that makes me nervous though, because think about that though. This is supposed to be like witnesses that are going to help convict them, and they can't even, they're liars. So I just hope Oh, thanks, Kathy. Oh, that's sweet. That is me. I still tired, so I would keep. Oh, hey, Heavenly Clouds. You tired, you said? Oh, wait, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Hey, Mariani Bobani. Oh, blood pressure. Aw. Is it too high or too low? Are you on medicine for it? Hopefully they'll be able to get you on a good, the right dose where they'll be able to, get that in a good level for you. Yeah, Jacinta. Yeah, that's true. Yep. All right. Well, you guys, she felt like Julie Rowe was trying to get with her husband. Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, do you think that, she at first, oh, Chad's such a good guy. So maybe it was like her and Chad had a little thing, and then he basically ditched her for Lori. So she got a little jealous and then acted like it was him trying to. I don't know that. I mean, I'm just saying. Do you think? I'm not saying that I think that, or I mean, it's just a thought that possibly. But no, who knows? I wouldn't put it past Chad to actually try to force stuff on her either. So I'm not sure. So I don't want to say that. I don't want to accuse it. But yeah, I'm not saying you are either, Tamara. I'm just saying, like, when I was saying that, I'm like, I shouldn't even say that, actually. Who knows? Who freaking knows? I don't trust that chatty, though. I tell you that much. Hey, MLA, MN. Oh, I remember the other Joseph, Zulema's son. Oh, okay, Zero. Is that what you're talking about? Zulema's son. Okay. She gets giddy talking about murders. Yeah. Will they have to turn around and arrest them? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they can't help and they find out they're a part of it, I mean, gosh darn it. Yeah. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end it. Yeah, I hate Chad's horrible. But come by tomorrow. I think around. I have it scheduled for 8, but who knows? The time might change a little bit. But it'll be probably around that time that we're gonna continue the Darley testimony. So it's basically when she got up on the stand during her trial, the back and forth between her and the lawyers, so we're already on part 3. So if you haven't seen the first 2 parts, go catch up. They're up there. So basically, Bella plays Darley. Bella reads Darley's part, and I'm the lawyers, the defense and prosecution. So it'll be fun tomorrow. I mean, fun. I don't know if that's the right term, but no, me and Bella we have fun. Sometimes we get a little silly, towards the end, but and then we'll continue with these probably maybe Saturday, or I do want to do, maybe we should do like I still want to do another case though, a new case. We're gonna look into, and then I'll have to reschedule the Dr. Solano live. So all right, that's about all. I'm just like rambling on about what I got coming up. So you guys have a good night. Sleep good. It's 11:11, guys. Make a wish. It's 11:11. Do you guys do that? Like, I know, like, I'll think that, but I never really actually do make one. But if I'm like with someone, like some of my friends would do, 11:11, make a wish. But I know I do look at the clock a lot when it's 11:11. Let me make a wish. Hold on. Okay. All right, everybody. Good night, Dark Sea, Crime Powwow, Sulfur Music, Rachel Rose, Dragonfly, Bridget, Kurt Cobain, Mrs. Kurt Cobain, Zero, Tamara. I'll just say a couple names here. Cheryl Johnson, Heavenly Clouds, Hope Rains, Rachel Rose, Pink Delilah, Tennessee Voss Girl. Why am I talking like that? I don't know. Blondie V, Maria. I'll just go up as far as it because it only lets me go up so far, and then Kathy Mims, Linda, Petrovic, probably, right? I feel like I haven't said your last name in a long time. Anna Brown, Crime Powwow, Dark Sea, Mariana Brobani. Now I'm just saying the same ones over. Tamara, let's see. Which ones haven't I said yet? Oh, Kelly Guerin. For People Are Dead. We're pretty sure you remember what. Yep, I agree, Kelly. Who else haven't I said hi? Cheryl Johnson. The only ones that didn't lie was poor Charles and JJ. Yeah. Mildred Pierce. Of anyone that came off as having no interest, empathy with the kids was Melanie Gibb. Yeah, that's true. Marie Nilsson. They all belong into the same category. Thanks, Kathy Mims. That's a sweet comment. Dark Sea. Galileo Gilster. All right, I think I'm just. Oh, Babe Owner. Or Owner. Oh, wait. Babe Owner, right? Babe Owner. Jacinta. Lucky Julie didn't indoctrinate you. Yes, I am lucky. Who else? I think Kelly. I said hi, Tamara. Dragonfly. All the same ones over again. MLAMN. Duality Reality. Who else haven't I said? XX. All right, now I'm up to the top where I can't go anymore. So thank you guys for coming. And any members, is Randy here? Somebody said Randy? Penny Spector. Yes, he is insane. So any members, if you haven't filled out for the giveaway, it's in the community post if you want to be in the Mariana Bobani, Rachel Rose. Okay, why can't I think if you want to sign up for the giveaway? Yeah, just there's a form. So in the community post, there's a form. Like it's just you put your email and your screen name, and then you're entered in for the. I forgot to bring up the Tumblr. I'll bring it up next time. Tomorrow I'll show you guys an example of what it kind of looks like, at least what they look like, and then but yours will be different because it'll have the logo, and then it'll hopefully be able to pick what colors. Sorry I didn't bring up Zeke, but I will tomorrow, guys. All right, thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you. Bridget, I didn't even say hi to Bridget Harrison, Sulfur Music. Okay, now I think I got everybody at least that was in the recent thing. Yeah. All right, Linda. All right, bye, guys.